fruity, 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 fruity. oobity wop me, oobity wop me, oop-a-doo down.
Happy Twitch Baby Day.
Good evening, and welcome to Game Night, sponsored by Samster, who has all of the pennies. And a message from our other sponsor, Connor M27.
32? Yes.
Blimey O'Reilly, Connor, 32 months. That's as many months as my wife is years. Thank you for the ongoing support. Very much appreciated. Very kind of you, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Very much appreciate the support. Samster taking all of the pennies tonight. And as a result, we have no money left. There's, you know, I'm kidding. It's all made up. Hope everyone is well. Been a bit of a fraught day. Had a gig over in Crawley, just outside Crawley in Highfield. A golden wedding anniversary. It was a very, very entertaining afternoon. But I've been sort of at it non-stop today, so I'm a little bit frazzled. So I beg your patience with me. To be honest, it probably means things will move faster. Do you want to hear a fun story, or shall I open the lobby first? I'll open the lobby first. Yeah, I'll open the lobby first. It's actually not really a funny story. It's quite scary. ULZO, if you want to come play. ULZO, this question pack for the Abyss comes to us tonight from We Like Shapes, Jack Wilfred, and Dogfish44. A bit of a collaborative effort, collated by Shapes. Very grateful to all three of them. Lovely variety of trivia that's they've got going on between them. So I hope you enjoy it. So coming back from this gig this afternoon, it's not a terribly long drive. It's about an hour. But I had a particularly heavy lunch because there was a hog roast, and they said, "Ben, go back and have more." And I was like, "Okay." Had a particularly heavy lunch, and you know, when you're driving on a longish journey, you just sort of get that I've got to keep my eyes open, that sort of thing. It's quite scary. I didn't think much of it because I know the roads quite well, but yeah, there was one moment where I must have closed my eyes for about 2 seconds. Doesn't sound a lot. When I opened them, I was almost mounting the curb on the other side of the road. This is a 60-mile-an-hour road, which is really quite scary. I got a shot of adrenaline from my brain that said, "For fuck's sake, don't crash." And I didn't nod off again for the rest of the journey back. But in fairness, I probably should have pulled over and just got some fresh air or something. But yeah, had it been 5 seconds later, I probably would have totaled my wife's car. Yeah, thanks, David. I'm fine. It was just a particularly because I did a sort of 30-minute concert thing with some comedy songs and a couple of musical theatre bits, and then I was doing close-up magic for most of the day, plus an enormous hog roast lunch. So I was sort of drained mentally from sort of doing the magic and talking with people, a lot of people that I hadn't seen for 7 years or more, and then I was sort of bloated drained, like food drained, food tired, which is not a good combination on the road, you know. So yeah, it was quite a scary moment, and not one I'm looking forward to repeating. Anyway, that was my day. I hope you've had a good weekend as well so far. Welcome to Shapes of Bodo, Colo, Odd Garrett, AD Me, Fluid Fernando, Negagrandma, Lupine, Samsa and Mark and Zeus and Tau AF, David and David. Oh, you're together. DVD Smith and David J. Bonico. Welcome to both of you. Connor and Innes, Arun and Ida Withy, Dante and Topper and Toot and Grand PC. Welcome to Lewis and to Dario and Skull Count and Jack and DMC and Energia, Nata, Vision, Derek, Kirstook and Dogfish, Reeswin, Mogra and anyone else who is lingering, loitering and lurking in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday evening. it's Abyss time. We've got Abyss, and then we've got the start of day 5 of Face Off coming up after that, and then we'll wrap the night up with Moneybox from Sapster. So lots to look forward to. A bit of a game of two halves. We've got some darkness early on. We had some fun at the start, and we'll have some fun at the end with Moneybox. Should be a good night, and I will stay awake. I promise. Oh, do you have the same thing driving back from Elton last night, David? Yeah, it's really quite scary that could happen, and I sort of recognised I could quite easily have died without too much of a massive change in circumstance today. So I'm glad I'm not. Death is so boring. Life is full of opportunities. It is looking rather full, isn't it? Which is always nice to see. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. No, I'm not going to give you 30 seconds, and then I'm going to lock it, and we're going to play. Remember, the Abyss is a self-running game. Once I press the button, it cannot be stopped, and the machine takes over. I can't promise this one's all Sonic questions. In fact, I can guarantee it's not. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's deliver you some. Let's bring this game to.
Order!
And hopefully some of you will get enough points to send you into. And wouldn't that just be. There you go, that's all my buttons. Let's play the Abyss. Rules of play for you. Players attempt to answer up to 40 questions by whispering the answers to Persephone's Twitch bot. Use crossword clues to assist you because spelling does matter. After the 5th question, 9 players will be selected to join the Abyss Arena, with players who have performed better given a higher chance. If players in the Abyss Arena answer a question incorrectly or abstain, they lose a life and drop a level. After the 3rd incorrect answer or abstention, they drop into the Abyss and are out of the game. Player from the wings will be selected to replace them, with players who have performed better on the previous 5 questions given a higher chance. There's a yawn. I'm going to try not to do that all night because it's terribly rude. Arena players earn an extra life up to a maximum of 3 after successfully answering 5 consecutive questions. After question 40, the players in the Abyss Arena progress to the final. So the better you do, the more chance you have of getting into the Abyss Arena. Think of your points as raffle tickets in the first instance, and then it's the previous 5 questions if you've done... No, you're not boring me at all.
Order!
If you've done well on the previous 5 questions, then you have more chance of getting into the Abyss Arena, and you want to ideally get into the game late, but even if you drop into the Abyss, you can still get back in. So that is always worth bearing in mind. You'll see the 5 categories across the first 5 questions, and then those categories will be cycled every 5 questions. The order may differ, but you won't get a repeat in any block of 5. And then we have the final, which is the same categories, 2 of each in a random order. So, hope you're ready to play. Make sure you have got Persephone's Twitch bot ready. Make sure you're whispering to her. Anything whispered into or typed into public chat will not be processed and will be deleted by a moderator. Good luck to you all. Let's have fun and let's play the Abyss. 20 past 8 for the first question. That's got to be a record. Here we go. Question number 1. Category is Pride Month. A non-LGBTQ plus person who speaks or acts in support of the community. 4 letters. That would be an ally, often incorporated with the full initialism LGBTQIA+. The category answers are UK Gladiators events. Another word for chase. 7 letters. All of these answers are events from UK Gladiators. It's another word for chase. Pursuit is what we were after there. Pursuit. More gladiators to come a bit later on, and yes, spelling does count, so do watch your spelling. On we go to question number 3. Complete the airport name is the category. Haneda blank International Airport. We want a city for this one. Haneda blank International Airport. We want the city. And with 5 letters, it's Tokyo. Wonder if you got that. Quite a few people on 3 for 3. Let's move on. Question 4. 2 more questions before we bring 9 of you in. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Fromage. 6 letters. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Cheese. I went to a supermarket in France and I got this. What is it? Basically a French lesson. Cheese is what we wanted. One more question before we decide our first arena players. US Secret Service code names. Mike Pence. Fittingly, someone from Indiana. 7 letters. So the US Secret Service code name for Mike Pence is Hoosier. So you'll get the name of the person it represents and then a clue for it. After 5 questions, let's bring some players in. Reese is first in with just 2 points. Welcome in. Connor also coming in, also with 2 points. Arun joining us with 3 points. David joining us with 3 points. Ida Withy joining us with 2 points. RNG favouring the lower points tonight. Apodo's joined us with 5. Tadaru has joined us with 4. Derek has joined us with 5, and one more slot at the beginning here. Here's to Zeus joining us with 4. Keep playing in the wings, because you could get yourself in when someone goes out. Next question, categories. Pride Month again. Former patron of Pride in London who played Sophia Burset in Orange is the New Black. 7 and 3 or 3? Most people getting that one wrong, actually. Laverne Cox was the right answer, only Zeus surviving that one in the Abyss Arena. Very well played. Can you tell which one Jack wrote yet? Category answers are Gladiators UK events. Foucault's Blank, Umberto Eco novel. 8 letters. Fuka, thank you, David. Pendulum is what we wanted. Ida Withy, Connor and Reese all losing a life, teetering above the precipice of the abyss. One more wrong answer and you will be eliminated. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Bœuf. 4 letters. Bœuf. As in Shia Le. Yes, Subster. It's French for beef. Very well done if you got that one. Everyone in the Abyss Arena, most players in the wings getting that as well. On we go. US Secret Service code names. Donald Trump, fittingly a rich or powerful person. 5 letters. It's a mogul. Connor, Ida Withy and Reese, you've dropped into the Abyss and are out the game, but thank you for playing. Replaced by Garrett, welcome to the Abyss. Lucario, welcome to the Abyss. Welcome to the stream as well. Good to see you. And Fernando, welcome to the Abyss Arena. On we go. Next question. Blank Chopin Airport. It's a city we want with 6 letters. Complete the name of the airport. Warsaw is what we wanted. The city in Poland. Name for Chopin. David, you dropped into the Abyss and you're out the game, but thanks for playing. Oh, Ida Withy, right back in again. So RNG is favouring you, it would seem. Pride Month, Central London landmark where 2022 Pride in London parade route ends and headline outdoor performance stage is located. 9 and 6. Trafalgar Square is what we wanted. Apodo and Tadari have dropped into the Abyss and you're out the game, but thank you for playing. David has come to join us. Welcome, David. And Topper, welcome to the Abyss Arena. On we go. Blank Marco Polo Airport. We want the city, 6 letters. Venice is what we wanted there. Lucario, Ida Withy and Topper are all losing a life on that one. Let's go on to the next question. Pamplemousse. 10 letters. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Pamplemousse. 10 letters. That's a grapefruit. Ida Withy, you've dropped into the Abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. To be replaced by Tadaru. Welcome to the Abyss Arena. On we go. US Secret Service code names. Joe Biden, a Glasgow football team with 6 letters. Celtic is what we wanted there. Tadaru, Fernando, Topper, and Zeus all losing a life on that one. Moving on. Irish, innit? Answers are Gladiators events. Hitchcock film based on Boilo Najcek's D'entre les Morts. D'entre les Morts. Boulot, whatever it was. Vertigo was the answer we wanted. Zeus, Topper, and Garrett, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Toot's coming to join, as is Mogra on 9. And DMC on 4. Welcome to the Abyss Arena. Oh, goodness me. Let's play on. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. I'm informed it's pronounced Pam. Pam. It's bread, but for Tadaru, it is indeed. You've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Arun and Derek, that's 5 right in a row. Very well played. You've earned yourself an extra life back up to the second flight. And Topper out one door and in another. Welcome back to the Abyss Arena. Let's play on. Pride Month, Australian-born LGBTQ+ and human rights campaigner, subject of 2021 Netflix documentary Hating Blank Blank. 5, 8 or 8? Tricky one. Peter Tatchell was the answer. Everyone losing a life apart from 2 there in the Abyss Arena. Let's play on. US Secret Service codenames. Pope John Paul II. Perhaps because he was the Master Chief of the Catholic Church. 4 letters. Halo is what we wanted. Arun, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. You're going to be replaced by... Oh, Zeus again! Goodness me! High turnover of the same players tonight. Welcome back to the Abyss Arena, Zeus. On we go. Answer to Gladiators event. Funambulists Forte with 9 letters. Funambulists Forte. And it's Tightrope, DMC, David and Topper losing a life. Lots of people on the bottom rung of the columns, has to be said. Toot and Zeus at the top flight, everyone else at the bottom. On we go, complete the airport name. Montreal Blank International Airport. It's a surname that we're after there with 7 letters. Trudeau was the right answer. Topper, David, Mogra and DMC have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. And we reached the halfway mark after 20 questions. Apodo joining us on 14. Ida Withy back for a 3rd time on 6 points. Energy is joining us with 8. And Lupine joining us with 17. Welcome to the Abyss Arena. Halfway through the questions, let's go on. Complete the airport name again. Paris Charles Blank Blank Airport, surname 26. Paris Charles Blank Blank Airport. Charles de Gaulle is what we wanted there. Ida Withy losing a life. On we go. Pride Month in 1989, this North European country was the first to legally recognise same-sex partnerships, and it was called Registre Partnerskab. Registre Partnerskab. 7 letters. It was at Denmark. The Danish were the first. Derek and Lucario, you have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Fernando, that's 3 right in a row. Very well played. You're back up to the second flight. 2 columns that need filling. One going to Tadari for the second chance in the Abyss Arena. And Kolo joining us for the first time. Welcome to the game. Dentifrice. Dentifrice. Or dentifrice. There's no R in it, is there? Dentifrice. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. 10 letters. Dentifrice is toothpaste. Toothpaste. Ida Withy and Energy are losing a life there. Play on. Antifreeze, not antifreeze. Answers are Gladiators event. Medieval rock throwing device. 8 letters. It's Catapult. Ida with you, dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Trebuchet is 9 letters and was also not a Gladiators event. Arun, welcome back to the Abyss Arena. Let's play on. US Secret Service codenames. Hillary Clinton, like most species of conifers, unaffected by autumn. 9 letters. Operation Evergreen. Toot, Tadaru and Energia losing a life there. Toot and Energia poised over the abyss. One more wrong answer and you are out of the game. Complete the airport name. Salzburg Airport. W.A. blank. It's a surname we want with 6 letters. Probably Salzburg's most famous alumnus. It is Mozart. W.A. Mozart Airport in Salzburg. Apodo Nuevo losing a life there. So, down to the last 14 questions. Pride Month again. Name of Daniel Quasar's updated Pride flag with a chevron of additional stripes to represent communities including people of colour, trans people and people living with AIDS. 8 letters. Oh dear, a lot of pain there. It's progress. Apodo 2 and Energy, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. But Lupine has got themselves an extra life back up to the top flight. Very well played. 3 replacements required. Curse Toucan on the Cyan podium. Welcome to the game. On 10 points. Garrett is back in on 17 points. Welcome to the game. And the Nekka Grandma is in with 10. Welcome to you all. Let's play on. Answers and Gladiators events. Slant with 4 letters. It's Tilt. Tilt was the game I think got axed after Panther nearly broke a net. Tadaru, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Mogra back in for a second time. Here's the next question. US Secret Service codenames. Kamala Harris, fittingly the first person to do something. 7 letters. That would be Pioneer, Operation Pioneer. Zeus, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Going to be replaced by Energia, back in with 11 questions to go. Good luck, here's the next. Ananas. Ananas. Not an. It's not frozen then. Ananas. 9 letters. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Ananas. It's a pineapple. Mogra losing a life there. 4 players poised above the abyss floor, which has no floor. It will fall forever until I stop the game. US Secret Service codenames. Mitt Romney, the record for throwing one of these is 98.48 meters. 7 letters. It's Javelin. Operation Javelin. Super sheep. Nice. Right, month again. Last 10 questions. New York gay bar raided by police in 1969, sparking continued protests. 20 years later, also the name of a British LGBTQ rights charity. 9 letters. Stonewall is the answer. And Curse Toucan, Fernando, Nekka Grandma, and Mogri have all dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Cola get himself an extra life back up to the top flight. Good time to be there with only 8 questions left. Likewise for Lupine. Topper's back in for, I think, the 3rd time. Vision is coming to join us. Welcome to the game, Vision. Dante is in with 5 questions. Or 5 points. And Derek is back in again on 27. On we go. Remember, your chances of joining are based on the last 5 questions you've answered. Complete the airport name. Cristiano Blank, Madeira International Airport. It's a surname we need. 7 letters. Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo Airport. Colo losing a life. Everyone else holding fast. 7 questions left. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Zud d'orange. Zud d'orange. 6 and 5. And our first perfect question, yes it is of course, orange juice, jus d'orange. Odd Garrett and Arun, you've earned yourselves an extra life. Garrett back up to top flight. Aaron, you're back up to second flight. 6 questions left. Answer the Gladiators event. Aerial battle with 8 letters. Appropriate, the dogfight question should come from Dogfish. Dante losing a life into the second flight now. 5 questions left. Pride Month. First US state in 2004 to legalise marriage for same-sex couples. 13 letters. Spelling will count. It's a horrible one to spell. It's Massachusetts. And you did need to spell it exactly like that. Energy, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Connor, good time to get in with only 4 questions to go. If you can survive, you get to the final on 13 points. Answer the Gladiators event's 3D shape that can appear before the word scheme. 7 letters. It's the pyramid. Pyramid is what we wanted. All green in the arena. 3 questions left. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. Yower. Yower. 6 or 7 or 8. That in itself should be a clue for you. Yower. Any of the variable spellings of the word yogurt would have been good, and all green with 2 questions to go. Colo's got himself an extra life, back up to top flight. Derek, Colo, Lupine, Connor and Topper now guaranteed into the final. Vision, Odgar and Arun need 1. Dante needs both. Blank Stansted Airport, City. 6 letters. It is, of course, London Stansted. I sang about that earlier on. I'll tell you more later on if you fancy. Arun earning himself an extra life, back up to the top flight and a guaranteed spot in the final. Odgar and Vision also guaranteed in the final. All eyes on Dante. Last question of the main game. US Secret Service codenames Jimmy Carter in Christianity, a minister ranked below a priest, and the bassist from Queen. 6 letters. Thanks to Shakes for the ancillary clue there, bassist from Queen, and I pointed out that it could have been Curate, even though that wasn't an event, wasn't a Secret Service codename. It's Deacon, and Dante have dropped into the Abyss and you're out the game, and David stealing it at the last minute. Welcome to the Abyss Arena, and that is 40 questions. Pog indeed, David. And there we go. We have our 9 finalists. Good game after 40 questions. Lucario and Lupine both have 36. Derek's got 35. Innis 2 and Samster all have 34. Mark on 33. Arun and David and Fernando and Zeus on 31. Colo's on 30. Apodo 29. Vision, David, Odd Garrett on 27. Brand New Halo, Mogret, Topper on 23. AV Me's got 22. Tadaru 21. Reese on 20. Energia 19. Curse Toucan, Naked Grammar on 17. Connor, Ida Withy and Natter on 16. DMC on 12 and Dante on 10. But because of how this game works, that is not necessarily the top 9 who are in the final fight. We have got Topper, Vision, Connor, Garrett, David, Arun, Derek, Colo, and Lupine, all fighting to survive the Abyss. Remember, the Abyss is a game where we can theoretically have no survivors. We did have a survivor when we played last Sunday, and it was... I have a feeling it was Samster Zeus in the final. I might be wrong. Someone will correct me in chat in a minute. Let me explain the rules to the final. So our 9 finalists have had their lives refreshed. Further extra lives will not be awarded in the final. Oh, it was Lupine. Of course it was. Of course it was Lupine. Yes, I still need to sort out your Sonic mug. Gonna make Lupine going for 2 survivals in a row. We'll have to see. Yes, I really need to follow up on that. This week's just been crackers. Up to 10 questions will be displayed as before. Whisper your answers to the bot. The categories will be the same. The question content will be a little bit harder. If arena players drop into the Abyss, they are permanently out of the game and will not be replaced. The winner is the last player standing. If after 10 questions no winner has emerged, the winner will be the player with the most lives left, i.e. on the top flight, and in the event of a tie, the player with the highest score is the winner. Do keep answering in the lobby though as well, because there's points and medals for gold, silver silver and bronze, and of course you do get pennies as well, although Samster has all the pennies, so he's going to be paying them all out tonight. That's the rules for the final. More of the same. Good luck to you all. Let's play. US Secret Service codenames: Bernie Sanders. Fearless and adventurous like an explorer. 8 letters. That would be Operation Intrepid. Top of Vision, Connor, David, Arun, and Derek losing a life there. Next question. Answers: a Gladiators event. Remain resolute. 4 and 5. It's hang tough. Hang tough. Topper, Arun, Derek, and Kolo losing a life. Topper, Arun, and Derek on the bottom rung of the ladder already. Pride Month. The first openly gay person to reach the position by winning a national election. Elio Di Rupo was Prime Minister of this country from 2011 to 2014. 7 letters. It's Belgium. Wow.
Pain.
Saucy question, everyone getting it wrong. Arun, Topper, and Derek, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Complete the airport name: Belgrade or Belgrade blank blank airport. First name and surname: 6 and 5. Is it Belgrade? Because I keep mixing up with Belgravia. But yeah, but Belgrade. Very much Belgrade. Oh, Nikola Tesla is who it was. David, Connor, and Kolo and Vision, you dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Garrett and Lupine remaining. Et maintenant le voyage à la supermarché. 3 and 5. Glaçon. Glaçon. Both Garrett and Lupine are in. Lupine looking to make it 2 in a row. Garrett looking for his first. It's Ice Cubes. Lupine was right, and Garrett, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing, which means the winner is Lupine. Whoa, well played there, Ralph. Lovely stuff. After, I think, just 5 questions in that final, you've done the double. You are our Abyss champion for the 2nd pack in a row. Very, very well played. In addition to that, you also, whatever the opposite of adding insult to injury is, you also get a gold medal because you've got the high score in the lobby. So an Abyss survivor and a gold medal. Can't say fairer than that. Halo, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Lucario picking up the silver on 38, and Derek and Mark a tied bronze on 36 points apiece. Well played. And thank you very much to Shapes, Jack, and Dogfish for a delightful question pack. A good variety of topics in there. Something a little bit different. I particularly like the French ones, and I'm very grateful to Shapes, who's provided me with all the translations. To be fair, I think I knew most of them, but there were a couple where I was glad to have a reference sheet on how to phonetically say them. Last Secret Service codename question would have been Michelle Obama period of cultural renewal. And yes, Renaissance would have been absolutely right there, Mark. Or Renaissance, if you prefer. These questions went to 100 miles an hour real quick. They really did. Nikosei. Thank you, Nikosei. There we go. Yeah, so earlier on I did the Fascinating Ida song. The Cheap Flights. Now I don't know if you've tried locating Stansted on a map. Whoever had 846 on the sweepstake, very well done. You've won that tonight.
Order!
I'm pressing the order button before it even gets there. So that is the end of the Abyss. Like, you fixed the order of the final 10. I may have done. That may just be RNG being happy. I can't remember. I can't remember my own programming. Yeah, Fascinating Ida, they're great. Airports and codenames are going to be pure pain, but yeah, they're really nice with the alternate clues in there. It's a lovely way to give extra Pavlovs into the game, and make it just a bit friendlier, a bit more accessible for more people, which is all good. I might have fixed it up, it's entirely possible I have, but I genuinely can't remember. Anyway, that's the end of the Abyss. So time to go and grab your popcorn. I'm quite a big fan of Fascinating Ida. Yeah, they've done some very funny stuff, David. I mean, it's not. I didn't claim it as my own when I performed it. I did that. So this is not a song by me, but it's very funny, and I appreciate the sentiment. So, yes, the score is saying dawn of the final day. The final day of Face Off is upon us. 4 heats remain before there are 2 playoffs and then the grand final. It's going to be exciting. You're definitely not going to want to miss this one. If players who are playing this evening could make their way towards the green room, that'd be great. I will get the build set up, and day 5 of Face Off will begin. Final hours intensified. Yes, it does. We'll see you there. You don't want to miss it. Congrats again to Lupine. You have survived the abyss. As we let the final stings of that whale fade out, which we always must. Note to self, I really need to update the credits on this. There's a lot of writers who aren't getting proper credits in the game, so I really need to do that. Very well done again to Lupine. It is time for a very short break, so we'll play some jazz, go get yourself another drink, stretch your legs for 5 minutes, and then we will be back with the first heat of Face Off Day 5. Time to get yourself some hype pennies if you want them. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Make sure to turn off notifications before closing parenthesis.
Thank you for the reminder, Panda, and thank you very much for the 10-month subscription as well. Notifications going off now. And while I'm unmuted, welcome Lucario and Elias to the stream as well. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. I'll see you in a minute. back to part 2 of this evening's game night, where it is time for day 5. The final 4 heats of the tournament begin this evening, and this is where players' fates might be, or certainly will be, determined, certainly by the end of day 4. Can't guarantee that we'll know everything immediately, because there's still a lot of variables available. If you haven't had a chance yet to catch the analysis done by Panda, do go and join the Discord, head over to the Face-Off tab. Panda's done some very, very thorough, in-depth analysis. Reliably informed, there's something like 350,000 different potential outcomes of the game still. Panda should probably start going by Dr. Strange. Dr. Panda Strange, that's what we should call you. But yes, he's looked into the future and analysed, he hasn't analysed all 300,000, but he's enumerated all of the potential results that could happen across the remaining 4 heats. Just before we meet the players who are no doubt sat nervously in the wings, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Did you really, Panda? Just don't do it. Definitely do it. I'd call you a professor. These are the current standings, and a reminder to take this board with a slight pinch of salt, particularly around the 6-point mark. Mark currently leading, a new leader after Derek's 0 points on his day 4 heat. Mark jumping into the lead with 14. Derek slips to second with 12. Mark with a C on 11. Colo with 10. David and Inca both on 9, but Inca did win the head-to-head between the two of them, so Inca is actually ahead of David as it stands right now. Zeus on 8. Arun, Anonyman, Samster and Claire on 6. I think we determined by a weird coincidence that is actually the correct order of the countback as it stands, but bear in mind there is missing data and some of the players haven't gone head to head, and there is another match, so those scores are unlikely to stay all at 6. Benzie and Jack both on 4, Ralph on 3, Liam and Topper both on 2. Topper with a new avatar as well, I notice. It is worth pointing out before we meet the players and we go into the individual heat analysis that no player is yet guaranteed through to the final, and no player is yet guaranteed out. It is still possible for any player not to reach the final, and it is still possible for any player to reach the final. I think 10 was the score to guarantee a playoff position, depending on the exact outcomes of this match. So Colo, Mark, Derek and Mark, you are at least guaranteed through to the playoffs. But apart from those 4, there are no other guarantees that can be made about the current standings right now. It is still possible for anyone to progress, and it is technically still possible for anybody not to get to the final. Big stakes as we begin day 5. And the first players are waiting in the wings to take on their day 5 heat. Let's meet them. We have David, our scientist from Hampshire. Ralph, our 31-year-old from Yorkshire. Topper, our 28-year-old programmer from Reading. And Arun, our 19-year-old student from Edinburgh. To all 4 of you, good evening and welcome.
Hello.
Good evening.
Big pressure on this game. David, let me start with you first of all. How are you doing? How was Elton John?
Elton John was phenomenal, yeah. Put all memory of that gibberish from the lockdown performances out of your head, because he was unbelievable last night. So yeah, I was really happy I could get to go and make it into London and back with all the train carnage. But,
it's all bloody mad at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, glad you had a good time. Let's get down to business. Your performance in the first 4 days. 2 points, 1 point, 4 points, 2 points, giving you a total of 9 points. 1 more point guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. You are currently sitting at a 64% hit, which is the highest amongst the players in this heat. How does that statistical analysis make you feel?
Just pressure after pressure, really. I mean, I haven't got 0 points yet, yeah, I think. I mean, I was the #1 seed in the tournament, which is pressure among itself. So it's these statistics mean nothing, because statistics are there to be made fools of. So yeah.
Well, we do.
And we've got 3 very good players here, so I'm not taking anything for granted.
Quite right. Good attitude to have, not taking things for granted. Very best of luck to you in this, your 5th heat, David.
Thank you.
Facing off against David is Ralph. Ralph, good evening.
Good evening.
How's things going your end?
Oh, very nice. I had a lovely walk today. I wanted to get far from a budding crowd because there's a big, huge rock concert in my hometown today.
Aha.
So I just wanted just some quiet time away from all the crowds coming in here. But I got stung by nettles.
Oh, that's not what you want. Are you moving back and forth from your mic, possibly?
Oh, sorry. Does it sound good?
That's better. Yeah, because I was getting a little bit of sounds close to the mic, sounds far away, and I'd hate for you to get cut off. I know we've had some. So that's all right. Don't worry about it. I know if it's a way of dealing with the nerves of the game. Don't you worry about it. Just thought I'd let you know in case I missed something. Now, Ralph. Scores in the previous heats 1-0-1-1 for a total of 3 points. The data I'm receiving from Panda here is that you must win to have a chance at the playoffs. In heat 4, you had a 72% hit, which was an increase from the previous 2 heats. Time per question in those heats was also lower than average. So is there an argument to be made here that you've just been warming up into the tournament?
Well, I'm riding high after my 2nd straight Abyss win.
Of course, absolutely. So maybe that will be a good omen for tonight, but the pressure is very much on. 4 points is required in order to maybe make the playoffs. It's still not a guarantee of making the playoffs at this stage because it is the first heat, but if you don't win, then we know that you can't make them. So, Ralph, the very best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Facing off against David and Ralph is Topper. Topper, good evening.
Hello.
Good weekend so far?
It's been alright. I've been busy.
Good.
Busy doing stuff.
I was going to say, I mean, we're not expecting war and peace here, Topper. Do you want to elaborate on your busy with stuff?
I've been making new games for my channel.
Lovely, lovely. Would you like to mention your channel, or maybe you'd like to do it towards the end of your time with us here?
Let's do it after I get eliminated in about 1 minute.
Or indeed at the end when you win. Topper, performances so far 0-0-1-1, 2 points in total. Like Ralph, you must win to have a chance at the playoffs. Stronger performance than before in each of your previous heats, higher placement or more time at the end of round 1. So there has been a steady increase in performance across the gamut of the heats. Do you think that could continue to a first place tonight?
Probably. No, I'm just here for the fun. And there's also there's no donuts in my eyesight, so
okay, so yes,
nothing to make me.
Nothing to distract you.
Yeah.
Well, Topper, the very best of luck to you this evening.
Thank you.
Facing off against David, Ralph, and Topper is Arun. Arun, welcome.
Evening. How are you?
I'm ticking along. A bit warm, a bit tired, but generally.
Yep, I get
after,
that. I get that. I feel that too.
It's been a nice day, and it's been a good stream so far. So, Arun, performances took a little while to get going. A 0, a 0, a 2, and then a 4 for a total of 6 points.
Which, was really. It was lovely to get the 2 and the 4, but it was really unnerving as well because it means I've sort of set something up now that I sort of feel compelled to be good. And I'm not entirely sure that's happening.
Let me give you a bit more analysis. Right now, you are on the bubble. So a win, if you come first tonight, it guarantees you into the playoffs. Second puts you on a semi-comfortable, not quite guaranteed, but semi-comfortable 8 points. A third place or a fourth place, and it is going to be nail-biting. I've got to watch the rest of the heats to find out what happens. You've done a better position on the last 2 heats. Very low total runtime in the last heat, 156.71 seconds total used over all 3 rounds, which is blisteringly fast. So that could be a good omen for you. Are you?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm just not thinking about anything else at the moment. Just this. Just this.
All your focus and energies on
it. Be fast, try be right. We can't but hope.
We can indeed. Aaron, the very best of luck to you this evening. And
Thank you very much.
To all four of you, good luck, have fun for what could be the last time for any of you. It is time to begin heat number 5. Let's go to the face-off arena.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck. Luck.
And I'm taking my bobble out because I need to be able to lean my head back so I can read questions. So, you all know the drill. 4 podiums, 60 seconds on each clock. Get a question right, the time moves on to the next player. Get it wrong, you get another question, and it continues either until you get a question right or you run out of time. First player to run out of time will be eliminated with no points. Next with 1, the next with 2, and the next with 4. The winner will get 4. Cleomens, very good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. This is day 5, so at this point you have all been on every colour at least once. And David, it's your turn to go onto the blue podium, which means you will be answering questions first. Good luck to all 4 of you. And David, your time starts. Now, David, Sons of Liberty, Guns of the Patriots, and the
Metal Gear Solid.
Correct. Ralph, in the title of the novel by Alan Sillitoe, what comes before Sunday morning?
George.
Saturday night. Who wrote the poem McCavity the Mystery Cat?
Eliot.
Correct. Topper, the Isle of Portland is a rocky peninsula lying off the coast of which county of south west?
Dorset.
Correct. Aaron, the North African cap known as a tarbouche has
Yes.
which... One more time?
Fez.
Correct. David, which alcoholic spirit is used to make a screwdriver cocktail?
Gin.
No, it's vodka. The Laurentian Mountains is a range found in which country?
France.
Canada. Which British pop group had their second UK #1 hit with She Loves You?
The Beatles.
Yes. Ralph, who wrote the novel Women in Love?
Pass.
D.H. Lawrence. Goa is a state in which Asian
India.
country? Correct. Topper, what is the nationality of the boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
American.
Correct. Arun, Inverlochy Castle, set to the foot of which famous Scottish mountain?
Inverness.
Correct. David, who had a hit single in 1957 with All Shook Up?
Elvis Presley.
Correct. Ralph, which British political party adopted a rose as its symbol?
Labour.
Correct. Topper, a Canuck is a nickname for a person from which country?
Canada.
Correct. Arun, George Knightley and Henry Woodhouse are characters in which Jane Austen
Come on.
novel? Correct. David, Sirhan assassinated which US public figure in
Robert
1960?
Kennedy.
Correct. Ralph, what G is the name for a body of troops stationed in a fortress or town to defend
Garrison.
it? Correct. Topper, a word which reads the same backwards as it does forwards.
Palindrome.
Correct. Aaron, what V is a false sensation of movement often...
Vertical.
Correct. David, which US author wrote the horror tales The Telltale Heart?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Correct. Ralph, which singer-songwriter released the albums Bringing It All Back Home and John Wesley Harding?
Dolly Parton.
Bob Dylan. Which word meaning not in use or lazy is the surname of a member of Monty
Idol.
Python? Correct. Topper, with which sport is Richard Dunwoody most closely
Golf.
associated? No, horse racing. What D is the name given to any treatment that aims to rid the body of poisons?
Pass.
Detoxification. In North America, Great Slave and Tahoe are both names of which geographical feature?
Valleys.
Lakes. Bren, Dolly and Tony were characters in which 1990s UK TV
Pass.
sitcom? Dinner Ladies. I think therefore I am is a phrase most associated with which philosopher?
Euclid. No.
No, Rene Descartes. In the field of mathematics, what is the cube root of 8?
2.
Correct. Aaron, the Strait of Otranto in the Mediterranean Sea separates Albania
Greece?
from... No, it's Italy. Which is the largest city in the Irish province of Ulster?
Dublin.
No, it's Belfast. Yeah, Breakfast at Tiffany's and Bottles of Bubbles is the opening from which Ariana
Pass.
Grande song? It's Seven Rings. In 2001, who was elected mayor of New York City?
Rudy Giuliani.
No, Michael Bloomberg. The title character of which Verdi opera is a hunchbacked court jester?
Pass.
Rigoletto. What M means both the state of untidiness and a place where service personnel eat? Correct. David, Bong Joon-ho was the Best Director Oscar for which
Parasite.
film? Correct. Ralph, if you sailed due west from Ireland, which country would you reach first?
Canada.
Correct. Topper, who released the 1985 album Hounds of
Pass.
Love? Kate Bush. Which multidiscipline athletics event is contested by British sportsman Dean Macy?
Decathlon.
Correct. Aaron, in which film did John Travolta and Uma Thurman dance to the song You Never Can Tell?
Pulp Fiction.
Correct. David, what is the name of the first book in the Harry Potter series?
The Philosopher's Stone.
Correct. Ralph, who did Gerhard Schroeder replace as German Chancellor?
Helmut Kohl.
Correct. Topper, which muscular hero was played by Sylvester Stallone in the 1982
Rambo.
film? Correct. Arun, who performed the theme song to the James Bond film Skyfall?
Adele.
Correct. David, the flag of Palau features a blue background with a circle of what colour?
Yellow.
Correct. Ralph, what eye is a Middle Eastern country that has a shoreline in both the Mediterranean Sea and the Dead Sea?
Iraq.
No, it's Israel. What A is the specific term for a person qualified to design and oversee the construction of buildings?
Architect.
Correct. Topper, in the
Edinburgh.
1939 film... for the means. It's the Tin Man, the 1939 film, which character asked the Wizard of Oz for a heart? It was the Tin Man. My God in heaven. Wow, look at those times. Ralph, Arun, you're wanting to
wow.
play
I've
it
seen that.
scary there. And Ralph and Arun 0.01 seconds between you at the end of that. Nerve-wracking stuff, and stumbles from all of you there, has to be said. But it is getting to the final. The pressure is high, but unfortunately, Topper, that is going to be your tournament. It's 0 points for you this evening, but my God, you put up a good fight, and you it almost came down to the wire. But unfortunately, that is going to be it for this evening and for this tournament. But have you had a good time?
I've had a wonderful time. It's been the best time ever.
Good to hear. Topper, you do leave the tournament, but you leave with our love and best wishes. Thank you very much for playing, but I'm afraid it is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Which means David, Ralph, and Arun go on to round number 2. Arun and Ralph with 0.01 seconds between them, but it is Arun who had the least amount of time left, despite actually having Ralph actually having more questions or more cycles overall because of how the game works. But there we go. So Arun's going to move to the left, Ralph is going to stay in the middle, and David is going to move to the right. Let's go to round number 2. .01, Arun there.
I am genuinely shaking. There was a bad bit in the middle there where I was thinking of Seven Rings, saying Seven Rings as the only Ariana Grande song I knew, and I didn't, and it was, and that got me flustered, and it shouldn't have, and then I got panicky, and then a question came up that I knew, and so it was all good.
And so all became well. I'd say it was very, very tight between you and Topper at the end there, must be said.
Then I thought I was going to get dumped out again before I remembered the one film question I knew.
The Pulp Fiction one.
The Pulp Fiction one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
It's not
film.
Reservoir Dogs. What is it? Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yes. Reservoir Dogs is the better film in my opinion, but Pulp Fiction is
I am
more
not going
enjoyable to watch.
either.
Okay, well, I feel you should, but we'll chat more about that in due course. Very well done, Arun. You're through to round number 2. And Ralph, pretty close there with Arun, 0.01. It doesn't really get much closer than that, does it? A couple of tricky ones there, but some really nice gets as well. Due west from Ireland, reaching Canada first. That was a good call. Yeah, you must be happy to be here. One step closer, but of course you can't quite relax just yet because you do still need to win if you want to get to the playoffs. As probably predicted, both Arun and Ralph took the same number of questions, 12 in the last round. There we go. Ralph, very best of luck to you in round number 2.
Thank you.
And David, with that single point now guaranteed, you are guaranteed a place in the playoffs.
Hey!
How are you feeling?
I mean, as shaking as Arun, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can guarantee you're not shaking as much as me. I am a wreck.
I got properly panicky at the start there because I think I went 20 seconds below everyone else right at the beginning, which kind of got me a little panicky. But, made it, and anything from now is a bonus.
Well, absolutely. So guaranteed into the final, but if you do end up
The
winning
final?
this...
Oh, wow.
Sorry, beg your pardon. Guaranteed into the playoffs.
You can't take that back now, man.
No, I can't take it back. Misspoke. I would like to retract my statement of David is guaranteed into the final. David is not guaranteed into the final. David is guaranteed into the playoffs.
Well, thanks for having me.
But you could still get another 3 points, could take you up to 13, which would potentially put you in guaranteed final territory, but we will have to wait and see how the rest of this plays out.
Sounds like a lucky number. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Good luck to all three of you. Arun, by a whisker, you had the least amount of time left on your clock, so you are going to be answering questions first. Good luck to you all. And Arun,
Good luck.
time
Good luck.
starts. Now, Arun, which London Premiership football club is sometimes known as the Lily
Arsenal.
Whites? No, it's Tottenham Hotspur. For which country did Sir Richard Hadley play Test cricket?
Australia.
No, New Zealand. What N means someone who lives next door or quite near to
Neighbour.
you? Correct. Ralph, the Merchant Ivory Company is a major name in which industry?
Acting.
Need a ruling on that, please. The answer I have down is films specifically. It may be able to be ruled on, but that is one I definitely need to go for a ruling on, which means gives me time to read Shapes' message. Only I actually play one of these games after watching the whole first 20 seconds. A massive, 20 seconds is pretty big. One of my adjudicators straight in. And they are sort of our resident film expert here. So Toot's saying, nope, they are a production. They are a production company. They are not performers. Would have accepted writing or directing, but acting, no. And Panda is deferring to Toot, so I'm going to take his ruling on that. Ralph, we can't accept acting, so unfortunately that's the wrong answer. Time will still be with you, and that will continue in 3, 2, 1. Which county includes the district council of Amber Valley and Chesterfield?
Derbyshire.
Correct. David, in France, the SNCF company operates a national
Trains.
network. Correct. Arun, in the US, the officials in which sport include a referee, an umpire, a linesman, and a field judge?
American football.
Correct. Ralph, which fictional castaway was supposedly based on the real-life marine sailor Alexander Selkirk?
Robinson Crusoe.
Is correct. David, the Côte d'Azur is an area of the coastline of which European country?
France.
Correct. Arun, who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling between 15
Michelangelo.
Correct. Ralph, which British pop group had a 2002 UK hit single with a U?
Westlife.
No, S07. Vilnius is the capital of which country?
Lithuania.
Correct. David, Frida Kahlo's lifelong limp was caused by a childhood case of
Polio?
which disease? Correct. Arun, in farming, Dorset Horn and Dorset Down are breeds of which
Pig.
animal? No, they're sheep. Which Northern Irish city is the home of the University of Ulster?
Belfast.
Is correct. Ralph, in the circus, the person who's in charge of the other performances...
Ringmaster.
Correct. David, who had a hit single in 2017 with Shape of You?
Ed Sheeran.
Correct. Arun, the TV series Friday Night Lights revolved around which sport?
Baseball.
No, American football. Ben Ainsley competed professionally in which... Correct. Ralph, on which planet is the largest storm of the solar system visible even from Earth?
Jupiter.
Correct. David, who wrote the children's book The Twits?
Roald Dahl.
He did. Arun, the actor who played a flight director in Apollo 13 and a TV producer in The Truman Show is
Sullivan?
Ed Who? Harris.
No.
Welsh rarebit is a dish consisting primarily of
Cheese.
potted toast. Correct. Ralph, the BBC drama series about forensic detectives starring Trevor Eve is Waiting
Ed.
the... Correct. David, in the sitcom Heidi High, the chambermaid Peggy was played by which actress?
Pass.
Sue Pollard. A portion of which food served at a marriage ceremony is often
Wedding
kept...
cake.
Correct. Arun, in the acronym of the pressure group ASH, what does the letter
Smoking.
S stand for? One more time?
Smoking.
Correct. Ralph, which PM jointly made the Downing Street Declaration with Albert Reynolds?
Pass.
John Major, which former cricketer released a 2001 book about 100 great cricketing characters?
Pass.
Ian Botham. In which country is the channel port of Zeebrugge?
Belgium.
It is. David, in EastEnders, what is the first name of the character played by June Brown?
Dot.
Correct. Arun, which citrus fruit is used to flavour the French liqueur Cointreau?
Lemon.
No, it's orange. The Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe takes place at which racecourse in
Pass.
Paris? Longchamp. Which word for an uncovered pie also means sharp or acid when applied to taste?
Sour.
Tart. In 1987, which Oxfordshire stately home was designated
Pass.
a wood? It's Blenheim Palace. At UK airports, what colour is the Nothing to Declare channel for those arriving
Green.
from an... Correct. Ralph, Scotch whisky must be matured for a minimum of how many years?
8.
3. How many players are there on a Canadian football team?
11.
12. Which Kardashian sibling is older, Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner?
Kylie.
No, it's Kendall. Annie Lennox is the lead singer of which pop duo?
Eurythmics.
Correct. David, in the 20th century, Maria Montessori founded a system of what?
Nurseries.
Ruling, please.
Probably schools, actually.
Educational schooling is what I've got down. If it is specifically nurseries, because I am familiar with the term Montessori nursery, because I used to teach at a school that was on the same site as a Montessori nursery. If they are all nurseries, I am inclined to accept that, but I will just defer to my adjudicators here. So take a minute to catch your breath all.
Believe me, I am.
I don't think I've got any breath left to catch.
I've gone through my entire 500ml water bottle since we started this game.
I'm just seeing here, Montessori method is a method of education for young children that stresses the development of a child's own initiative and natural abilities. However, Panda is looking a bit deeper. Looks like the original stuff was exclusively classroom-based, not nursery-based. And educators who follow this model set up special environments to meet the needs of students in 3 developmentally meaningful age groups, 2 to 2.5, 2.5 to 6, and 6 to 12, which is very much not nursery. You could maybe argue the toss up to 6.
Are you saying that you weren't still in nursery at 11 years old?
No. I
was. Maybe I need to have a word with my parents.
It's
the education system is different up here.
Yeah. Right. It
we don't start school until 12.
Yeah.
It was a good punt, but the ruling that based on what the adjudicators have said and my own quick look at that question, I'm going to say no. We are not going to allow that. So, David, the time is going to remain with you, and it will continue in 3, 2, 1. Which King George acquired the nickname Farmer George through his interest in agriculture?
The second?
No, the third. Which columnist was described as unwell in the title of a play by Keith Waterhouse? Jeffrey Bernard. A ghoul called Ghostface Chiller is the mascot of which messaging app?
Snapchat.
Yes, it is. Arun, the French city of Mont-Lamar is best known for its production of which confectionery
Marzipan?
item? No, it's nougat. In imperial measurements, how many inches are there in 1 yard?
36.
Yes. Ralph, the 1940 evacuation from Dunkirk brought Allied troops to England across which body of... Yes, the English Channel, correct. David, in computing, what do the initials VDU stand for?
Visual Display Unit.
Yes, it does. Arun, in London, what sort of establishment are Wyndham's Her Majesty's and the Royal
Theatre.
Court? Yes, they are. Ralph, what type of creatures are linnets, siskins, and redpoles?
Birds.
Yes, they are. David, in 2002, which map was redesigned to help people with mobility
tube
problems? Yes, correct. Arun, alpacas are native to the highland regions of which continent?
America.
Correct. Oh! Less than half a second, and you'd have got half a second faster. I'd have got to that button, but unfortunately, just out of time, I'm afraid. Oh, bad luck there, Arun. I know there was a bit of a pause. Now, I know I did lose your microphone at one point. I had to go repeat something I wasn't sure about, but still, it's a single point, and we'll add
Might be enough.
to.
We'll see.
We'll add it to the 6 you've already got. Takes you to 7. It is now going to be a nail biter for you, watching to see what happens with everyone else over the next 3 heats on this final day. It's out of your hands now. You've done all you can. It's a single point in this final heat. We may see you in the playoffs, or that could have been your last turn into the face-off arena. Whatever way it goes, Aaron, you have been a wonderful contestant. It's been great to have you.
Thanks very much for having me. It's been great.
We'll see you again really soon, I'm sure.
Cheerio.
Which leaves Ralph and David going to the final. Once again, Ralph is going to start on the left with the least amount of time left, and David on the right. Let's go to round number 3. So, Ralph, a final.
Yes.
Your first final since Face Off 1. Which was, to be fair, was the final. So, how are you feeling?
Wow, I'm very excited that I managed to save my best performance till last. Everyone's saying this is a must-win for me.
Absolutely. If you want to have even a chance of getting into the playoffs, you do need to win this. You do need to knock David off the top spot pedestal. Otherwise, it will be impossible for you to make. And even if you do win, it is worth stressing and repeating at this point, even if you do manage to win this heat, there is a chance that you still won't progress. We'll have to wait and see what the rest of the board says. But, Ralph, I wish you all the luck in the world. Very, very best of luck.
Thank you.
And David, one contentious question there on nurseries. If it's for what it's worth, the adjudicators are saying they feel slightly bad about it, but it is the rule of the game. It's sort of in the right ballpark, but nursery was just slightly too specific. Oh, excuse me, slightly too specific for us.
That's all right.
But how are you feeling? Looking to get your second win?
Yeah. I mean, I've lost for words. I'm so focused. You know, when you get in the zone and just all other aspects of life just leave your head. You know.
So just ignore me completely unless I'm asking you questions. That's
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was in nursery at 10 years old. You know, it's just.
Well, look, David, All the luck in the world again to you. You're already guaranteed the playoffs. A win here, though, might guarantee you a final slot. It might not.
I mean,
it might make absolutely no difference how you play here, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, just getting into the green zone on the board just at least once would be cool to see. So
that would be cool.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, good luck, Ralph. Let's have a good game.
Excellent. The feelings mutual.
Right, Ralph and David, for what could be, well, certainly for Ralph, could be his last time in the face-off arena this tournament. I wish you both the very best of luck. Ralph, you're going to be answering questions first, and Ralph, your time starts. Now, Ralph, in Roald Dahl's classic novel, what do the initials BFG
Big
stand for?
Friendly Giant.
Correct. David, what is the largest country of the British Commonwealth by area?
Canada.
Yes. Ralph, the concert film of which band's 1986 performance in Budapest was titled...
Queen.
Correct. But... Sorry, I got very, very distracted there because it was titled Hungarian Rhapsody, is what the question said. Which isn't right. That's a piece of music by Liszt. You got the right answer. I'm not quite sure what to do here, other than I could either throw the question, but you got it right, so my inclination is to carry on, and I'm pretty sure I stopped it before any time went from David. I'm just going to...
What's the problem, sorry?
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. That's me. All right. My family.
Did you think it should have been Bohemian Rhapsody?
That's exactly what I thought, and I'm just thinking that because my family have just watched Bohemian Rhapsody and now become obsessed with Queen. So I'm really sorry that I've stopped the game there. That was absolutely an unnecessary stop, and I feel like I've thrown out a perfectly good question there, but I just got panicked. But Ralph got the right answer. David, the clock stopped at you, and the clock is going to continue with you. Huge apologies for that. I should have just carried on, but
That's all right.
Second guessed myself. Coming right back in, David, on you, and your time continues in 3, 2, 1. Which word means both a young fish and to cook in hot oil?
Poach.
No, fry. Who had a hit single in 1996 with Killing Me Softly?
Oh, pass.
The Fugees. What is 20% of 20?
4.
Yes. Ralph, in the human body, polydactyly is the presence of more than the normal number of what D?
Digits.
Yes. David, in the NBA, the Timberwolves represent which state?
Minnesota.
Yes. Ralph, what P is the term for any member of the mammalia order that includes apes and humans?
Primates.
Correct. David, in naval slang, issuing an extra ration of rum is known as splicing the main brace. The birthday honours are announced in which month of the year?
June.
Yes. Ralph, what Q is the name of the largest province by area in Canada? Correct. David, in which religion do worshippers all direct their daily prayers towards a cube-shaped
Islam.
stone? Correct. Ralph, the euro replaced the peseta as the currency of which
Spain.
European? Correct. David, what M is a designation of the Virgin Mary and is derived from Italian meaning my lady?
Pass.
Madonna. Which British Prime Minister introduced a 3-day week in 1973?
Wilson.
Edward Heath. In the Marvel series, who is Matt Murdock's alter ego?
Daredevil.
Correct. Ralph, in the animal kingdom, a storm petrel is which type of creature? Correct. David, 355 divided by 113 is an approximate... Correct. Ralph, what type of waterway are the St. Lawrence Seaway, the Manchester Ship, and the Panama? Yes, they are. David, which Hollywood actress gave birth to a baby girl she named Shiloh Nouvelle in 2006?
Madonna.
Angelina Jolie. Cardiology is the study of which organ of the body? Yes. Ralph, which Italian wrote the 1610 astronomical treatise Sidereus Numinous as Galileo? In which continent is the country of Ghana?
Africa.
Yes, it is. David, Army Kusela was the first winner of which international beauty
Miss World.
pageant? Miss Universe. In English civil law, what is the legal term for intruding on private land without right or permission?
Trespassing.
Correct. Ralph, the interior designer who has presented the BBC show Home Front alongside gardener Dermot Gavin is Lawrence who?
Llewyn Bowen.
Correct. David, a derogatory term for someone whose work involves a lot of paperwork or administration is a
Pusher.
pen what? Correct. Ralph, the British Empire Games, first held in Canada in 1930.
Commonwealth Games.
Correct. David, in the UK, British summertime ends in which month?
October.
Correct. Ralph, which novelist played on film by Judi Dench and Kate Winslet was awarded a damehood in 1987?
Virginia Woolf.
Iris Murdoch. In 1967, which football team became the first British side to win the European Cup?
Liverpool.
Celtic. In which UK county are the towns of Corby, Rushden and Wellingborough?
Northamptonshire.
Correct. David, who performed on the 1997 hit single I'll Be Missing You with Faith Evans and 112?
Pass.
Puff Daddy. What was the nationality of the explorer Abel Tasman?
Dutch.
Correct. Ralph, in the 1978 film blockbuster Superman, which actor shot to fame playing the title
Pass.
role? Christopher Reeve. Which sea mammal shares its name with an elite force in the US Navy?
Seal.
Correct. David, Avid Merion from Bo Selector is the comic creation of which British comedian?
France.
Correct. Ralph, in which modern day country was the actress Charlize Theron born?
Italy.
South Africa. In which TV series for children was the acknowledgement FAB often used?
Thunderbirds.
Correct. David, Satoshi Nakamoto is the unknown person who created which currency? No, Bitcoin. Rhea is a moon of which planet in our solar system?
Uranus.
Saturn. To add unnecessary ornament to something that is already beautiful is to gild which flower?
Lily.
Correct. Ralph, in medicine, if something is described as postpartum, it's taken place in the period following what P?
Period.
No, pregnancy. Who was the first model with a disability to represent Gucci and starred in their most likely...
Pass.
Ellie Goldstein. Who wrote the novel Dombey and Son?
Pass.
Charles Dickens. In 1947, the Punjab was divided between India and which other country?
Pakistan.
Correct. David, which country hosted the Women's FIFA World Cup in 2019?
Oh, France.
Correct. Ralph, light from our sun hits which planet first?
Mercury.
Correct. David, which Shakespearean tragedy tells the story of a prince's attempt to avenge the murder of his father?
Hamlet.
Correct. Ralph, what was the name of the bouncing character in the TV series The Magic Roundabout?
Remedy.
Correct. David, which North American bird, which travels fast on foot but rarely flies, is sometimes known as a ground cuckoo?
I give up. Well done, Ralph.
The Roadrunner.
Thank you, David.
Oh,
Finally.
Ralph gets a win with 9.98 seconds left, and David is denied a second win. David, commiserations, but still
That's
2
all right.
points going your way. Again, sorry about the mix-up on that question and me second.
That's all right.
I
It
should
was
just
it
read
didn't. I don't think it
questions there.
affected the game at all. There were some questions in there that I should have got the answer to, and I doubted myself. So yeah, nothing I can do about it. There were a lot of questions where Canada was the answer. Funnily
A
enough.
lot of Canada
But,
tonight. Canada is making a strong pitch for itself. But
But no, storming performance by Ralph. Well done, mate. And I'll hopefully see you in the playoffs.
yes, we according to our logic, you are definitely guaranteed in the playoffs now, David. It isn't going to be a guaranteed final, but it is a guaranteed playoff, and maybe you'll meet up again with Ralph in there. Until then, David, go get yourself a drink, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
All right. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time.
Thanks, David. Which means our winner after a weekish sort of start, a bit of a shaky start, but putting up a final fight right to the end, the winner of this face-off is Ralph. Well done, mate.
Oh, thank you.
2 in a row, as Nat is saying. So, fresh off the back of your Abyss win and last week's Abyss win, you've got your first face-off. How you must be feeling great.
Excellent.
So, obviously, it is day 5, but which means obviously there are no more heats to go. But you should have got up to that 6-point margin. Should we go and have a look at the leaderboard?
Let's go to it.
Let's have a little look.
Let's go there now.
And there you are. Oh, you're up to 7 points rather than 6. Of course, you had 3, didn't you?
Oh,
You had
yes.
3. So you are knocking the 6-pointers into that contentious zone down there. But do not get easy and resting on your laurels at this point, because there are 6 players beneath you who have yet to play their 5th match. David, conversely, goes up to 4th place, tied with Mark with a C. Let's just take a quick look back at the tables to see how their head-to-head panned out. I have a feeling it was Mark, but I might be wrong. Where is it? No, I'm very wrong. It was David. So David is actually in 3rd at the moment, ahead of Mark. But of course, Mark with that one more game in hand. Arun currently sat in 8th place. Actually, Ralph, you're to the breaking news. This just in: you are actually in 8th place, and Arun is in 9th, because in the head-to-head, Ralph, you finished ahead of Arun, because that was this very heat tonight. So
head-to-head the first tiebreaker.
Head-to-head is the first tiebreaker, which isn't reflected on this board. So you are on the left-hand side, and Arun is technically up there on the right-hand side. So that is going to make for some very interesting final heats coming up, and just to clue you in as to when those are happening, 28th of June, which is Tuesday, we'll have Jack versus Mark with a C versus Zeus versus Claire. On the 5th of July, we will have Samster versus Derek versus Sotley versus Anonymon. And on the 7th of July, we'll have Benzjay versus Colo versus Shapes versus Innis. That one is going to be particularly interesting given the current positions of those players. But Ralph, it is victory tonight. You are into the playoff zone. Can you stay there? That will be determined over the remaining heats of day number 5. For now, very well done. Go grab yourself a drink and put your feet up, and we'll see you next time.
See you around.
So, a very exciting start to day number 5. And it's still wide open. I'm sure our statistician will get back with some information in due course as to whether or not it is now possible for Liam, aka Sotley, to progress now that 6 point is now that the 6 pointer only has 1 position available for it, with Ralph getting 7. Liam could still get 6 points, but the question will be, will it be enough to displace Benzi and Claire and Samster and Anonymon, given the first tiebreak is head-to-head. Panda can speak on it. Yes, by all means. Panda, please, can you, fresh off the press, what breaking news do we have about the tournament?
Well, overall stats are going to take a little while. That spreadsheet was a little large to churn through, so we'll have information on that later. But since Samster and Anonyman are in the same match this time, obviously one of them is bound to score something, which means 6 points is no longer possible to make into the playoffs. You must have at least 7 at this point. Which does mean, unfortunately, Liam, even with a 4-point win, will not be able to hit that cutoff.
And there we go, breaking news, hearing it right here. It's Sotley. Unfortunately, 7 is now the minimum requirement to get through to the playoffs. So even with a win at this stage, unfortunately, you cannot hope to progress. But we do hope that you will still come and join us for the heat. Thank you very much to Panda for the breaking news. Anything else to drop on the heat in general there, Panda?
Not a whole lot in particular. Just a very exciting match, and we'll have some updated stats in the Discord probably within the hour.
Thank you very much indeed, Panda. As ever, Panda, our statistician for this match, working very hard behind the scenes, crunching all the numbers, as well as being one of our proofing team. There we go. That is the end of the first heat of day 5. I'm going to get myself another beer. I think I need one after that, and I encourage you to do the same if you're a beer fan. The day is Ralph's. It does belong to Lupine, but how long can he stay in the playoff positions for? Can he get all the way into a playoff? Only time will tell. I do hope that you'll join us for the next face-off heat, which is going to be on Tuesday between Jack, Mark, Zeus and Claire. For now, we have got one more game to come tonight. It is Moneybox, as written by Samster. I think he had some additional question buffers from Quizzle and Lewis has proofed it as well. I'm assured it is a sterling pack. Wouldn't expect anything less from such a formidable trio of writers. But it does occur to me I haven't actually decompiled it and downloaded it from the website yet. So give me 5 minutes just to sort that out, get the build set up. And if you want to play Moneybox, make sure you've got a microphone if you want to be in the hot seat, and you are in the Discord. And hopefully we'll see you there shortly. Very well done to Ralph. You've been watching Face Off Day 5. Come back on Tuesday for even more. And stay right there, because after the break, we've got Moneybox. Even more interactive quizzing action coming up right after this break, so don't go away and don't touch that dial, because we'll be back with Moneybox in just a few minutes' time. It's Moneybox! Welcome back to part 3 of Game Night this Saturday evening. ZCDL is what you need to type in if you want to come and play the game. And if you just want to play in the lobby, type !exclude after joining. Your name will go red and you will not be picked for hot seat play. But if you do want to be in the hot seat for this game, you must have a microphone, you must be in the Discord and be able to come and talk to me. It's a fun game, this one. And I just had a glance at this pack, which, again, grateful to Lewis for proofing. And it's been written by Samster. It's a good one. This is going to be a really, really fun pack. So even if you just want to play in the lobby, come and join the game. Get yourself into the lobby, because this is going to be fun. And let me unmute notifications because a thing just happened. Oh, same key. Message from our sponsor, Tadaru.
CGG flat GB flat A G flat G.
Oh, blimey. Is that the riff? Is that the bass riff? Nice. S07E29, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. Come on then, let's have you in here if you want to come and play Moneybox. I'll give you another minute or so. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way, there, Tadaru. Very grateful. I feel like I need to sneeze. There's a sneeze somewhere waiting to sneeze itself. Sorry, I'll stop doing that. Right, that's the end of the loop. It's time to get a couple of players into this game. 2 in the hot seat. Make sure you have got a microphone. Make sure you are able to come and chat with me in the Discord. And everyone else, you will get, of course, to play along in the lobby game. Okay, now from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pick ourselves some players. It's Zeus and Apodo. Welcome to you both. If you'd like to make your way down to the green room, and we'll sound check you, and then we'll get you into our game. Life-changing amounts of pennies, whoops, could be yours. I see a Zeus, I see a Podo. Colo's just going to do a quick sound test with you, and then we'll have a nice little chat. Nice little chat. And welcome everyone else who's playing along in the lobby game. Oh, I should unmute myself, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. That'd be helpful. I think I'm still showing the right screen. Yes, I am. Pog. And here's Zeus, and here's Apodo. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Hello.
Great to have you with us, representing either sides of the Atlantic this evening. Zeus, you were first in. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm on the good side of COVID. I have had what I think is a negative test today, so I think I'm finally over it.
Aha, excellent. Did you suffer from it at all?
I just had a bit of a crap week, but it wasn't as bad as a lot of people have had it, so I'm quite lucky.
Good. Well, glad to hear that you're on the mend. Looks like Zeus and Ed Sheeran to me, is what David is saying in chat. Yeah, your avatar does look not unlike Ed Sheeran, Apodo, I have to say. Zeus, have you played Moneybox before?
Yeah, I think I did the pilot with Ralph.
Ah, okay, way back when. So, yeah, it may have undergone 1 or 2 little tweaks since the pilot, but largely the same. It was probably called Jackpot back then as well, wasn't it? Well, welcome to the game, and very best of luck to you tonight. You're buddied up with Apodo Nuevo. Hello, Apodo.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, and yourself?
Doing okay.
How's
cleaning most of the morning and ready to just have some games and have fun.
Cleaning most of the morning, did you say?
Yeah, just been taking care of some stuff around the apartment.
Oh, okay, yeah, sort of chores and weekendish sort of stuff.
Yeah,
do on Saturday morning. Get on top of it. Good, sounds good. So are you west? No, east coast.
East Coast, Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Pennsylvania. Okay, so it's sort of 3ish for you, coming up to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
4:45 we got.
Oh, coming up to 5 o'clock. Okay, it's later than my international translation of times are not all there, evidently. Have you, Apodo, have you played Moneybox before?
Not in the hot seat, but in the lobby. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a second timer in the and a second timer and a first timer in the hot seat, but you're familiar with the general etiquette of the game.
Yes.
Fabulous. Well, Zeus, Apodo, Zeus.
Hello.
Hey.
So you two are being forced together on a team against your will, just like, schools. You're broadly the same age, be friends. That's the attitude most schools seem to have these days. Or any time there are children and parents at the same party. So you're going to be working together to try and accumulate as much money as you can, and then we want to see if both of you can hang on to it in the end game, or possibly just one of you. Lots of fun to be had, and we've got a juicy question pack to get stuck into. So I think without any further ado, we should reveal the categories. Let's have a look. Tonight we could be playing the following: fast food, game shows, or collaborations are A, B, and C. Card games, words, and blockbusters are D, E, and F. Celebrities and alcohol are G, H, and I. And literature, US history, and sports complete your set of J, K, and L. There's your remaining values. And if you haven't played Moneybox before, how this works, the players will pick a they will pick a category and a coin. The coin will have one of those values on it, as is written up there. 4 of them are killer values, 8 of them are cash values. The killer value halves the accumulated amount if they choose that one and get the question wrong. If they get the question right with the killer, then there is no change. If they get the question wrong with the cash amount, then no change. If they get the question right with the cash amount, it adds that value to their total, and the objective of the game is to build up as much as possible. At the end, there will be 4 categories left. One of those will be chosen at random, and Zeus and Apoda will have to answer that independently without conferring, in an effort to try and win the pennies that they have amassed this evening. Exactly the same game in the lobby, except A, you only get 20 seconds to answer, and B, you get a coin assigned at random rather than getting to choose. So, that's the rules of the game. Guys, you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Fabulous. Let's drop down the money box. And there it is, the ugliest contraption in all of the things I've ever created, apart from the original Dog Eat Dog studio, maybe. But it's kind of quirky, and I kind of like it. So, I normally alternate between you. One of you will pick a category, one of you will pick a coin, but I encourage conferring along the way, because obviously you want to think, do I want to get rid of questions I know early, or do I want to get rid of questions I don't know early when there's nothing at stake and hitting a killer isn't so much of a problem? Lots of different ways of playing this game. I'll let you have a little chat and see how you want to go to start off.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think we can both handle game shows pretty well. Card games, I know a decent bit about. Words, I can fake my way through. I'd say I'm weaker on the literature, history, and sports.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty similar in that respect. I'm not great on sports and US history specifically. Also, blockbusters I'm going to be bad at. I think in terms of picking categories, we should probably go the weaker ones to start, because if we get killers and wrong, it's not too bad. And then towards the end, start getting stronger ones to try and build up the money before the final question. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Bearing in mind, your 4 that you're going to leave, you don't necessarily want to leave your 4 strongest until the end, but you do want to leave something in there that you think at least one of you is going to have a chance of getting right. So, with all that having been said, Zeus, where are we starting?
Let's start with sports, please.
Okay, sports right down at the bottom. Let's load up sports. And Apodo, would you like to pick a coin to go with it?
Well, A, since you're there.
We'll pick A since we're there. Okay, let's load A into your money box. Coins assigned at random in the lobby game. 20 seconds to get your answer in either A or B. And here is your question on sports. Which of these sporting changes happened more recently? Italy joined the 5 Nations Championship to form the 6 Nations, or Argentina joined the Tri-Nations to form the Rugby Championship. Excuse me. What do you think?
I know the year of Italy. That was 2000.
Okay.
I don't know about Argentina.
So I mean, we could play the over/under 22 years.
Yeah.
Between.
I don't know anything about rugby.
I don't either.
So looking for the event that happened most recently of the two, the one that happened closest to the present.
The Tri-Nations, like which nations would that be? Like Australia, England, and South Africa.
Those are 3 countries, yes.
Australia, New Zealand.
Welcome to Zeus names countries and Apodo confirms it.
It's countries that I feel like have
nod
like
small.
known rugby teams, and then Argentina joining. I guess that's a bit of a left field one. Again, I'm saying this as if I know things about rugby.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
If you knew the Italy one, you knew that was 2000. I would maybe guess the other one was maybe before that, before we would have been conscious of it. Maybe.
I'd like to agree with you, but I genuinely don't know anything about the rugby championship. But I have nothing to go off. So, shall we just go with more recently? So the Italy one being more recent.
I'd be fine with that.
Okay, shall we lock in? We'll lock in A then. Okay, let's lock in A.
Okay.
First of all, let's have a look and see if you were correct. No, unfortunately not. You were dead on. It was 2000 when Italy joined the 5 nations to make it the 6 nations. Argentina joined the Tri Nations to form the Rugby Championship in 2012. So a lot more recently. Well done to is that Toucan on 375 there with the correct answer. Very well played. Killers being found at this point is not too much. It halves your score, and half of nothing is still nothing. Bad luck if you've lost a healthy cash amount there. Let's have a look and see what you two brought to your money. This is one of the rare times it would be kind of good to see a killer with when there's nothing there, and especially given you've got it wrong. So let's have a look and see what did you bring to your money box.
Hey.
There we go. Killer out of the game. We are going to halve your score, but of course half of 0 is still 0, so no change there, but it is one less killer, or one fewer killer in the game to worry about. Let's add that to your money box. Is Toucan with the lead, David's in second, Silent Marine in third. So, solid start. Got it wrong, found a killer. We're on 0. Let's go to the next question. Apodo, what do you fancy next?
How about you said you weren't confident on blockbusters? Maybe get rid of that one next.
Happy with that.
Okay, we'll load blockbusters into the game. And Zeus, would you like to pick a coin?
Let's go for the D, please.
We'll go for the D. Let's load the D into your money box. Coins assigned at random in the lobby, and here is your question on blockbusters. Which blockbuster came first? Was it the UK game show Blockbusters or the US rental company Blockbusters?
Okay. UK game show was early 80s, around then. At least, yeah, because we've had several revivals. It's similar to last time. I know one, I have no idea about the other one.
I feel like I saw it was like a map that like showed all of the locations of all of the blockbusters over a time span. Like they just the points just came up on the map and then disappeared as they all died away. And I want to say, I don't know why, I feel like that started late 80s, early 90s.
Ooh, okay.
So I would be inclined to go with the game show.
Yeah, we're looking for which one came. I just want to make sure I'm reading the question properly.
Yes, which one came? Which one? After picking the D, it's asking which one came first. And Fraser saying trust Zeus to go for the D. Welcome to the stream, Fraser, as well. Good to have you. So yes, curious. Picking the D has led to coming first, but sounds like we are leaning towards a particular answer here.
Yeah, sounds like the game show came first if it's early 80s, so we should go with that one, right, Apodo?
All right, well, we'll lock in A. First of all, let's have a look and see, are you right? Absolutely, very well played, yeah. 1983, 29th of August 1983, the first episode of Blockbusters aired on ITV. This question category does what it says on the tin. Stamps are adding to this. The rental company is founded in Dallas. It was the 80s, but it wasn't quite as late as you suspected, Apodo. 1985. October 1985. Still, you got the right answer, so that's all good. Well done to Kodo, finding 375 there. A few more greens coming up. 4 wrong answered killers there. Your scores are going to be cut in half, I'm afraid. Let's find out. What did you two bring to your money box? Hey, that's more like it.
Very nice.
375, second highest value in the game. Topper would like some points for his correct answer, please. I'm afraid that's not how this game works, Topper. Bad luck. Very well done. We've got some cash. We're off the mark. 375. Let's add it to your money box. Well, add it to your total. Add it to your jackpot. That's the lingo. Come on, Ben. Get the lingo right. Toucan with the lead, David in second, Colo in third. Yes, add it to your jackpot and let's put it in the money box. That's how it works. So, 2 questions down. We found the second highest value of the game and we found the first of those 4 killers. 375 is your total. Zeus, where are we going next?
I think it's still good to get rid of bad topics, so I think literature.
Bear in mind, you have got the second highest value in the game in your money box already.
Yeah, but it's still early, and I don't want to leave the bad ones to the end.
Okay. Happy to go with literature?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Apodo, could you pick a coin to go with it?
Let's go for H.
H. Okay, let's load H into your money box. Coins assigned at random to our lobby friends, and let's have a look at your question on literature. Which of these pairs of novels has the greater difference between their first publication dates? The Double by Fyodor Dostoevsky and Jose Saramago, or The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle and Michael Crichton, respectively. So novels with the same name, but by 2 different authors, which has the greater difference between their first publication dates? So a bit of maths required here.
Do you know any of the publication dates?
I mean, I would just know Michael Crichton. I think was, I want to say, more recent. I want to say like in the 90s or so is when I probably was really aware of that name.
Yeah,
Conan Doyle.
I'd agree with the 90s for Crichton. I think for Conan Doyle, do you think that's early 1900s?
Yes.
I have absolutely no idea on the other one though. I'm trying to. I don't even know the dates of when Dostoevsky was alive, so I can't.
No, I don't either.
I've never heard of the other guy.
So we're sort of only got patches of information available here.
Yeah.
Based on what you've calculated for B, what do you reckon the gap between those 2 is going to be roughly?
It's gonna be like 80 years, I think. Like if you're going early 1900s versus mid 90s.
Yeah.
But then, it doesn't really help us with the yellow one.
No.
Unless we're playing over under off of that vague century-ish.
I mean, it's quite a long time. Do you think we should go, if we want the greater one, we should go with the Lost World? Because 80 years, I mean, it's almost a century.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I have no clue, so yeah.
What are we going to go with? We're going to go with B?
For the greater number of years, yeah, Lost World, please.
Greater number of years between the 2, we'll lock in the Lost World. First of all, let's take a look and see where you're right. No, fortunately not. You were right with your estimation. Lost World was 1912, and Doyle's Lost World was 1912, and Crichton's 1995. So 83 years. But Fyodor Dostoevsky first published in 1846, and Jose Saramago was in 2002. That's 156 years between them. Quite a sizable gap. But if we don't know, we don't know. Very well done to Jack, who's finding 375. Bad luck to Innes, who's lost 500, as has Colo. A lot of 300s going in the bin there as well. And quite a handful of killers with wrong answers being unearthed. Half of your score in the lobby if you've done that. Let's find out this is now where we definitely don't want to see a killer. What did you bring to your money box? Oh, dearie me. It is a killer, which means we are going to lose half of our score, and I think it rounds down because I'm tight, because Samster stole all the pennies earlier on. Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer, and that is a killer. On the plus side, there are only 2 killers left in the game at this point, but for now, I'm afraid we need to add that killer to your jackpot.
So I found both the killers so far. We need to incorporate that into strategy.
Yes, to incorporate that into our logic. Toucan with the lead, DVD in second, Jack in third. And we are 3 questions in, and we found 2 killers in the second highest value in the game. Our jackpot is down to 187. Pretty sure it rounds down, Samster, but what's 187 times 2? Yeah, that ends at a 4. So, Apodo, categories. What are you thinking?
At what point do we want to switch to more confident stuff?
I'm wondering if it might be worth the gamble of having 3 versus 1, good versus bad in the final. So maybe do we want to start going for stronger ones?
Okay, yeah.
It's up to you.
Curious about fast food.
I like fast food. Sounds good.
All right, we'll load fast food up. And Zeus, would you be so kind as to pick a coin?
Well, for the alliteration in F, we'll go with the F coin as well, please.
The fast food for F. Hopefully it won't be an F in chat for you. Let's load F into your money box. Coins assigned at random in the lobby, and let's take a look at the question. According to the Coventry Telegraph, which of these meals would cost you less at Binley Mega Chippy? A large chips, an all-steak pie and a regular mushy peas, or a large cod and a cone of chips?
Well,
I'm assuming these are probably comparable across the country, but we needed a point of reference.
Laundry out. I'll be right back.
So I mean, oh, bloody Bimmy Mega Chippy! I've got the song in my head. No, I'm not singing it. Okay, so if we have a think about just an irregular chippy, we've got a large chips, and a steak pie with mushy peas versus a cod and chips. Now, cod's generally quite expensive because it's a little bit more scarce these days.
Mm-hmm.
So, a steak pie, I mean, they're not exactly going to be using anything special. I mean, a steak pie is usually a bit cheaper. I haven't been to a chippy for a while, and I live in London, so prices are stupid here. But
I remember. I have to say, I remember going home to my. I say going home, going to my parents in it must have been at some point when I was at university or just post university, and having gotten used to paying. And bear in mind, this is sort of late 2000s, paying £5 or £6 for a large doner kebab in Chichester, and then going to my parents and managing to get a large doner with chips and sides for £3.50. So yeah, the prices of things sort of 10, 15 years ago, even the north-south divide was even a thing then. Sorry, that's not helped you in any way, shape or form, but I wanted to share. Hello, Silent Marine, welcome to the stream.
I'm just genuinely thinking that a cod and chips is going to be more, so the pie...
I'm getting, just kind of a weird hunch. I'm picturing, an American fish fry for that one. And I'd say that, not entirely being sure about, how big the steak pie is or mushy peas, but yeah, I'm thinking B.
About that big.
So you're thinking B is more?
Yes. Oh, cost you less. Sorry.
Yeah,
so
we're after cost you less. Thank
you for reading question.
I'm so paranoid about things like that because I make that mistake so often.
It does seem like the sort of pack that's likely to just throw the to change the it's the verb. No, cost is the verb. It's an adjective. Change the adjective just on a whim. So what are we leaning towards?
Should we go with A as the one that costs less then?
Sure.
Okay, we will lock in A. First of all, let's find out, are you right?
Hey.
Good decision, yes. So a large chips is £2.95, a pie is £2.40, and a mushy peas is £1.20 for a total of £6.55. Conversely, a large cod, you were right, Zeus, £5.65 for a large cod these days, and a cone of chips, presumably as small chips, is £1.75, giving you £7.40.
Those prices still sound amazing to me, honestly.
What would you pay for a large fish and chips in London?
A large cod and chips here is 10 plus, definitely.
Oh my God in heaven. Well, let us all thank our lucky stars that we don't all live in London, and let's F's in chat for Zeus and his fish and chip meal price. Well done to AB Me finding the 375 there. Bad luck if you have unearthed the killer and got it wrong. David, Jack, Aaron, and Tadaru, half of your score. You're going to be wiped out a little bit. But let's find out. Zeus and Apodo, what did you bring to your money box? Another killer.
Okay, well that breaks my streak, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Although it might seem all doom and gloom, you have found 3 out of 4 killers, and one of them was when you had nothing there, and one of them you got right. So you've only done a little bit of damage, and you found the one big cash value, which means we are approaching the all-cash finale. Possibly.
Yeah,
you have to find one more killer to do, but the odds are very much in your favour that you're going to find cash on the next one. For now, let's get rid of that killer from the game. Check out the scores. AB me with the lead. Toucans in second, Colos in third. You've got 187 in your jackpot. And there are now 4 questions remaining. So we've got through the halfway stage. And Zeus, it's time for a category.
I've been dry all week. It's time for some alcohol.
Aha.
Yes.
It's a specialist subject if you're on Mastermind. Just alcohol.
I'd like to say so, but I do worry what Samster has in store for us.
Oh, of course, we cannot forget who wrote the questions. Let's load up your alcohol question. And Apodo, do you want to pick a coin to go with it?
How about a G for a gin and tonic?
G for a gin and tonic sounds good to me. Let's load it into your money box. Coins assigned at random to our friends in the lobby, and let's take a look at your alcohol question. According to the International Bartenders Association, which of these cocktails is made with more unique ingredients? Is it a Mai Tai or a Mojito? Don't know if that should be unique or distinct, but I think we know what we mean.
So if we run through the recipes for each of them, I'll go with the Mai Tai because it's going to be more... Well, I'm thinking it's going to be more complicated to begin with. It's so Mai Tai is rum, it's... what is it called? It's not cachaça, it's curacao. And then lime and sugar and ice.
I genuinely thought you were going to say, and then lime and shit at that point. Yeah. Which is basically the same thing. That's what cocktails are. It's rum and gin and then lime and shit.
And then the mojito.
So you just need 5 there.
Yeah. That was that. Yeah. Yeah. The mojito is a lot more simple because we made them last week. We drink a lot at work where I work. We had genuinely have a cocktail club, and last week was mojito week. So
do you work in Downing Street by any chance, Zeus? Boom, boom!
Wow. Well, anyway, I don't. I can confirm I do not.
Okay. Hashtag satire says Shapes. Hashtag work event.
With the mojito, it's rum, sugar, lime, and mint. That's the 4 ingredients. Rum, sugar, lime, and because we added an extra on because we were making flavours. So a Mai Tai should have more ingredients.
I think so. Yeah.
You want to go Mai Tai?
So
More unique ingredients. Yeah. A.
Yep. A.
All right. We will lock in A. First of all, let's find out if you are correct. Good decision. Yes. Oh, we've got a couple of 500s coming up in the lobby. Jack and Reese both finding 500 and getting it right. Nata finding 375 and getting it right. Nicely done there. Couple of killers going to halve your scores there. I think that's Fernando and David. Your scores are going to be cutting. Oh, hello, piano. Is it Fernando? Yes, Sadar is down there at the bottom. I think that one's Fluid Fernando. Although I pressed the right key. It's in C, apparently. So what were you saying? 5 and 4?
Something like that. At least 5 for the Mai Tai.
Yeah, it's actually 6 and 5.
Oh.
For the Mai Tai, Jamaican rum, Martinique rum, orange curacao, almond syrup, lime juice, and simple syrup. Whatever the...
I just remembered what we've missed for the mojito as well.
Go on, what did you miss from the mojito?
It's the soda water.
Yeah, white rum, lime juice, mint sprigs, cane sugar, and soda water is the 5th ingredient. But even though you were 1 off on the ingredients, you did still get them in the right order. So very well played. Let's find out, what did you bring to your money box?
Actually, money, please.
125, okay.
There we go.
It's just sort of, it's like poetry, they rhyme. So that's sort of top shelf of the remaining values. Second lowest value in the game, but it is cash, and there is still 1 killer left. With 3 questions to go, if you found that other killer, then that would be a nicely symmetric board of sort of. But it is the right answer. It's 125. Let's add it to your jackpot. Reese taking the lead now with 850. Curse Tukin in second with 750. Jack in third with 687. Chaps, you've got 312 in your jackpot. It's pretty good, especially with 3 questions to go and only 1 killer to find. We want to start trying to unearth some of that bigger money. 500, 300, 250, all still up there. Podo, what do you think you fancy next?
I'm not sure what to make of collaborations. Like, how do you feel about that category?
Presumably it's going to be music unless it's a Samster kind of twist. But we can, if you feel happy with it, we can go with it. I don't know if I'm super comfortable with it. But then we might want to get rid of it as a result.
Yeah, I like that's one I'm not sure about. So I would almost say,
shall we?
Let's go for the collaboration.
Okay.
And get rid of collaborations.
We'll load up collaborations. And Zeus, a coin to go with it.
Let's go for K for not killer, please.
K for not killer. Let's find out and load K into your money box.
Not touching the K. A lot of rope.
Coins assigned at random to our friends in the lobby. And here is your question on collaborations. Which of these actor-director pairs has worked together on more feature films? Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese, or Johnny Depp and Tim Burton?
I hate film. I hate film so much.
Yeah. Johnny Depp, Tim Burton feels like they've done a ton.
Yeah. What can you name any, like, because I'm just really blanking because like I don't watch like Scorsese and De Niro films. Can you name any just to kind of jog my memory?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Goodfellas? Was Goodfellas one? Was that Scorsese and De Niro?
I want to say yes.
Bloody hell, Martin Scorsese. What was the Irishman? Was the Irishman Scorsese? It was about 4 hours long, so it probably was. That definitely had De Niro in it. The Wolf of Wall Street was Scorsese. Pretty sure that didn't have Robert De Niro in it though. So, yeah, I can't really say much more. I'll just list them all for you because I'm going to have my list of stuff.
Yeah, if you want to keep giving us. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Goodfellas is one. I'm pretty sure The Irishman is one for De Niro, Scorsese collabs. I don't think Martin Scorsese directed Meet the Parents. Can you imagine that? A gritty reboot of Meet the Parents by Martin Scorsese. Christ, that'd be funny. Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, I could name a few.
Yeah.
I feel like, and again, this is completely biased on my part, but like there's always, I don't know. I don't even know. I was thinking they're like action films, the ones that like De Niro and Scorsese do, but I don't even know. Do you have any inkling between the two?
I mean, I feel like I've heard Johnny Depp and Tim Burton a lot, just kind of in this, again, in my short years of life. Like, I feel like I've heard that pairing together, but maybe it's just like more concentrated because of that, and maybe there's been more De Niro Scorsese over a longer period of time.
That's yeah, because if they're still doing stuff now,
Taxi Driver. That's Scorsese and De Niro.
That genuinely made me jump.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure that was Scorsese. I'm pretty sure.
Where?
I'm playing my own game, Taxi Driver. Or was it Taxi Driver or was it Raging Bull? Or was it both? Oh, I don't even know.
Well, Taxi Driver's the one where he's looking in the mirror and he's like, You're talking
to me? Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I do know something about film. Okay. So, okay, if we're going under the impression that maybe they're more spread out, there might be more of them, or if they've been working together for longer, in theory, De Niro and Scorsese might have had more?
That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Okay. Should we go with that? We've not really got anything else, have we?
What are we going? We're going De Niro and Scorsese?
For more feature films, yes, please.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we'll lock in A. And first of all, let's find out, were you right? Yes, you were. Very well done. Oh, a lot of red in the lobby, but well done to Silent Marine picking up 500. Oh, bad luck to positions 2, 3, and 4. Toucan, Jack, and AB Me finding a killer and cut themselves in half. Mark also getting a killer and getting it wrong, cutting himself in half. Oh no, my 500, says Natty. Yes, a lot of 500s going in the bin there, I'm afraid. It was indeed Scorsese and De Niro. They have done 9, with a 10th currently filming. Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, only 8.
Oh,
there's only one between it. So, I mean, what would they be? Edward Scissorhands, Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Was Big Fish? Did Big Fish have Johnny Depp in it? I can't remember. I don't.
And Alice in Wonderland as well.
Oh, was there another Alice in Wonderland? I don't really like Johnny. Not Johnny. I quite like Johnny Depp, but I don't really like Tim Burton. But he did do one of my favourite films, which was Sweeney Todd. So go figure. Anyway, neither here nor there. We'll have to look on IMSLP a bit later. Not IMSLP, IMDb. It's a sheet music website, IMSLP. Let's find out. What did you bring to your money box?
500.
Oh!
Brilliant.
There it is. Top of the game on a right answer. Finding the right answer at the right time, and it is the 500 going on to your jackpot. Very well played. Let's add that to your jackpot now. Reese hanging on to the lead with 850. Silent Marie moves into second with 725, and Colo's in third now with 600. And gentlemen, you are up to 812. 812 pennies in your money box. But you have got 2 questions to go. There's still quite a few cash values up there, including 2 fairly big ones. But there is also 1 killer. That now is not the time to be finding a killer. We want more cash, more cash. So, might be a time to have a collaborative discussion over which one you pick next, because remember, the 4 that you leave, you won't get a choice, you'll just be picked one at random by the computer.
Do we want to go strong ones to try and protect this pot now?
I think, yeah, we should probably...
So
I mean, I guess, what ones are you thinking are you stronger?
Strong would be game shows, maybe card games, and maybe space? Sorry, space!
There you go.
There we go.
Andy, welcome to the stream.
What about yours?
I think I'd be good with game shows, card games, words, like the top 3. Maybe space as well for me. Space for me as well.
And yes, Andy, it is good to have you with us, as Topper is stealing my lines for me. Welcome to the stream, good to have you with us. Do I really say that? I suppose I do. We all got to have our little, our lines that we go-to lines that just trip off the tongue. Oh, good, I'm glad it's not at all annoying, David. I will keep pressing it then. Good. I'm glad it's not at all annoying for you. Sorry, what do we go for?
No, you can go.
Cannot read sarcasm. David says it's not at all annoying. I will continue to press it. Chaps, what are we going for? What are we going for?
I mean, since it's not that, well, no, we were more confident on game shows and card games. So should we go game shows? It'll probably be a bit tougher because it's obviously a game show community, but
right.
But I think we can handle it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, we will go with game shows. Let's load the game shows question. And a coin to go with it.
Let's go. I'm actually struggling to think of a game show that matches with a good letter here. J for Jeopardy.
J for Jeopardy. Okay, let's load J into your money box. Coins assigned at random in the lobby game, and let's have a look at your question on game shows. Which of these items has been selected as a prize more often on Richard Osman's House of Games? Is it a toolbox or a dartboard?
Oh, they're both they're both very popular. Have you seen House of Games? Do you watch it often?
I've seen a couple episodes of it. I've seen somebody I think did a breakdown of all the prizes that were picked, and I remember like luggage being towards the top.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the lower things, so I can't remember. I mean, you're saying they're both popular, those.
So the luggage I know is very popular. I remember at one point Lucy Porter did a competition to win it on her podcast as well. That was very highly sought after. And I know the toolbox as well is quite popular. I didn't watch it for a couple of years, but like I do remember when the toolbox is on, people do really go for that one.
I will point out, incidentally, Apodi, since you said I think someone did an analysis of it. Are you sure it wasn't Samster? Because I've actually got a Google Docs link in my citations here.
I can't remember.
It may or may not be Samster's original, and because this is if it is, this is a huge amount of work for one question. It's not Samster's analysis. He's pinched it from Twitter. Okay, fair enough. But yes, it is all up here. What are we thinking?
I'd be happy to go with the toolbox if you were.
I think that would be good too. Yeah.
All right, we're locking in toolbox.
Yeah, for more often.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
For more often, okay. Let's lock in toolbox. First of all, let's find out: is that the right answer?
Oh no!
No. Oh, AB me finding a killer and getting it wrong. Half your points. I'm sorry. Well done there to SM though, who's got the right answer and the 500 points. That's going to be very handy. Yeah, it's the dartboard. Dartboard's been selected 41 times out of its 82 appearances, whereas the toolbox has been selected 28 times out of its 79 appearances. Dartboard far more popular. So, we've got one killer left in play. Now is definitely not the time to see it on a wrong answer. Ideally, we want to get rid of some low cash here. This still gives maximum potential for the final question of the main game. What did you bring to your money box?
Oh God.
100. Okay, that's about as good as we could have hoped for on a wrong answer there.
Yeah.
Lowest value of the game, not a killer. It does mean that there is still one killer lurking about in there, but we don't get that 100. We stick at 812. Let's take that 100 out of the game. So I've got a three-way at the top between Ida Withy, Natta and SM Midi, all on 875, I think I said. Don't laugh at three-way. Immature. So, we get to pick one more category and one more coin. And just so that you are aware, the next couple of decisions that you make on category, coin and answer could be the difference between 1,112 pennies, 812 pennies, or 406 pennies. That's quite a lot of margin, so make the right decision. What do you think you want to leave for the final?
I mean, we want to at least. Yeah, card games would be good to keep because we're both good on that. You said you were good with words and space.
Maybe words and space. I'm hesitant to jump on U.S. history, but maybe it's. I don't know.
It's obviously
weighing up between potentially finding a killer now on a weak category or potentially having it drawn for you in the final.
How do we feel about celebrities? We've not really discussed that at all.
I would feel weak on that.
We
were talking a 3-1 split. Do you still want to go with that, or?
I think that would be best, and I think I'm okay on celebrity, obviously depending on the celebrity, but I'm reasonable with my pop culture.
Want to go celebrities?
What do you think, Bodo?
Sure. Let's go celebrities.
All right, we'll load up celebrities. And a coin to go with it. Big decision, potentially, here. Zeus, what do you fancy?
B for big decision.
B for big decision. Let's load B into your money box. Coins assigned at random in the lobby. And here is your question on celebrities. As the crow flies, which of these celebrities was born nearer to the capital city in their name? Sofia Vergara or Paris Hilton? That's such a gorgeous question.
So Sofia Vergara is Colombian, and Sofia is the capital of. Oh God, is it Romania? I can't remember. But it's basically somewhere in sort of Central Europe or Central to East Europe. Paris Hilton is presumably born in America, and Paris obviously France.
Right.
So in theory, Paris would be closer to Paris than Colombia to Romania. Bulgaria, not Romania.
So North America to Europe versus South America to Europe.
To further East Europe.
So what are we thinking? who was born nearer to the capital city in their name?
I guess with Paris, it's like where in USA? I presume New York. Which is, yeah. And then, so it's just East Coast anyway. Yeah, that's what, that's a 5-hour flight from New York to Paris? I could be very wrong.
Yeah, that sounds...
And I want to believe it would be a longer flight from Colombia to why am I blanking? I literally just said it. Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, isn't it?
God. Yeah, so I think the person who is nearer to the capital city is Paris Hilton.
And I think I'm going to agree with that.
So we're going to lock in B, Paris Hilton.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. First of all...
You said okay there. I was like, oh, well. Or if you know...
You guys is going to do you guys. Let's find out, first of all, what is the correct answer? Of course, it was Paris Hilton. Yes, good decision. Paris Hilton was born in New York City, 3,625 miles away from the city of Paris in France. Sofia Vergara was born in Barranquilla in Colombia, 6,106 miles from the capital city Sofia, which is the capital city of Bulgaria. Quite a lot of red going on there. Oh, a lot of people at the top getting a red and getting a killer on the last question. Going to have half their points there. But yeah, lots of killers. Well done to David finding 375 on the last question, but a lot of red. Let's see, what did you guys bring to your money box? It's not going to be anything less than 812, so we want to see a bigger value as possible. What did you bring to your money box? $200, okay. So we were safe the whole time. We were never going to lose any money on that question, but it's good to see we've got the third highest value, or second lowest if you don't include the killer, of the game remaining. So that's still pretty good money because there was good money left up there. It means we don't unearth that final killer and we leave the 150, the 300 and the 250 behind, but that's fine. 200 is going to be added to your total, and it is time to go to the money box final. Natter and Silent Marine leading with 875, and it's time for the finale. It doesn't need a steel pot. That's your thing, Topper. No, I'm not stealing your steel pot. So, guys, 1,012 pennies is what you have amassed into your jackpot tonight. So huge congratulations, first of all, on that. That's pretty good going to get into 4 figures. But you've won it, but can you keep it? And more pertinently, can you both keep it? Here's the rules of the final. You'll be given one more question. It will be chosen at random from the 4 categories that you have left. Card games, words, space, or US history. This is the only question that you need to answer in the Twitch chat by whispering to the bot, and please make sure you do whisper to the bot and don't actually type it into the public chat. You are also not allowed to discuss this question. Hopefully the last 8 questions have given you a little bit of insight into the strengths and knowledges of your teammate. If you both give me the correct answer by whispering it to the bot, then you split your 1,012 and take home 506 pennies each. If one of you gets it right and one of you gets it wrong, the player who got it right wins everything, and the player who got it wrong gets nothing. If you both get it wrong, then unfortunately there are no winners and you both leave with nothing. However, there's an extra little foible in here just to throw a cat among the pigeons. You have also got the option to pass, so your 3 options are either A, B, or pass, and it must be written out in full, P-A-S-S. If you pass, it is treated as though the answer given is exactly the same as the outcome of your teammates. So if one of you gets it right and one of you passes, it's treated as if you're both right and you evenly split it. If one of you is wrong and one of you passes, it's treated as if you're both wrong. If you both choose to pass and both trust your teammate to attempt it, then you both leave with nothing. It is treated as wrong if you both pass. Those are the rules of the game. Lobby, you answer in exactly the same way, A, B, or pass. An abstention will be treated as a pass automatically. If you get the correct answer, you get 100% of your points. If you give the incorrect answer, you get 10% of your points. And if you choose to pass, it will bank 50% of your points. Abstention will be treated as a pass, and then pennies are paid out at a rate of 10% of your final score. So, Zeus, Apodo, do you want to take just 30 seconds to have a quick discussion about any strategies you might have, bearing in mind you will not be able to discuss it once the question comes up. And I will also stress, once the answer is revealed, if you could contain your excitement, because obviously you will know immediately whether you're right or wrong and potentially know an outcome of the game. 30 seconds, have a quick little chat about what you're going to do.
So you said you're good on card games, words, and potentially space, right?
Card games and words for sure. Space and US history less confident on. You said you were card games and space, right?
Yes, with words, kind of. But I think we know what our good subjects are, so we can make decisions, I guess, based on that, right?
Okay, yeah. Here's hoping.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
luck.
Very best of luck to you both. I hope it's a happy ending. We haven't had a split happy ending for a while in Moneybox. Computer, can we please pick the final category? Of course, it's US history. You're both absolutely delighted. US history is the final category that comes up, so no more conferring from Zeus and Apodo, and make sure you whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot, not into the public chat. There'll be a 20-second delay after to lock in, just so that there's no indication of somebody locking in a very fast answer and maybe giving away the game and telling your teammate that they can just pass it, because I definitely know it because I've answered quickly. After 20 seconds, lobby, if both hot seat players have answered, you'll have 5 seconds to answer. Otherwise, you'll have until the one player who hasn't answered, or both players if they haven't both answered, to get your answers in. Good luck to everybody. The final question of the night is: which of these has been the first name of more First Ladies of the United States? Mary or Margaret? And there's a lock-in from Zeus. Podo's still having a think. It's blue raspberry, Andy. And there's a lock-in from Apodo. 5 seconds in the lobby. And there's your time. So, if you could keep your reactions to non-existent, that would be great. First of all, we're going to reveal the correct answer, which is the one that was on the left. Mary. There have been 4 Marys. Mary Todd Lincoln, Mary McElroy, brother of Chester Arthur, Mary Harrison McKee, and Mary Bliss. Versus 2 Margarets, Margaret Wilson and Margaret Peggy Taylor. So, well done in the lobby. There's lots of big scores going in there. Natta and Silent Marine finishing with 875. David managing something of a comeback, going up to 668. And Cola with 425. They'll be banked out. Divide it by 10 and round it down. Those are the pennies you will win tonight. So, we know the answer. You guys know what you said. Did you play? Did you pass? Did you give it A or B if you played? Really hope that this is going to be 506 pennies each. Good luck. How did you play? Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh! Oh god!
Oh boy!
You both went the wrong way.
I was like, I can only think of one Mary and no Margarets, but I feel like that means there's probably more that I'm just not thinking of.
I thought Mary was too obvious, so I was just like, let's just go Margaret.
Yeah. I was like, please get it right on your own, because I.
Out of idle curiosity, and I will ask Samster, do you want to hang on to the unused questions for a potential future pack, or do you want me to share what the other questions that could have come up would have been? Probably the meanest one of the 4 that could have come up. He says, all right, Samster, go ahead. So, just to rub some salt in the wound for you, if card games had come up, in Texas Hold'em Poker, which 5-card hand has about a 1 in 255 chance of occurring? Is it a straight or a full house?
255 straight.
1 255 isn't that uncommon, and you've got a straight and a full house. Full house is quite uncommon.
Yeah.
So I think I would have gone with the straight.
You would have gone straight? Okay. Apodo?
I feel like
Remember, you could have passed it. Would have been an option as well.
We would have sat down with the dry erase board and we would have gone over the whole thing for calculating how maybe.
But if it came up in the final, though, which is where it could have come up, obviously, with no discussion.
How long would that wait have been? Man.
A little while.
Sure, straight.
You'd have gone straight. If you would have both been right, yes, straight is 1 in 255, full house is 1 in 694. If words had come up, according to Merriam-Webster, which of these starts the name of more Scrabble-acceptable English language 6-letter words? Is it ant or deck?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, anti is such a... Well, 6-letter word.
6-letter words, yeah.
Oh, God, there's... I mean, 6-letter words, I'd probably go deck.
I'm thinking deck, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have both been right. Deck's got 26, Ant has got 13. And if you'd gone for... Or if space had been picked, with which foot did Neil Armstrong first step onto the moon? Was it left or right?
Left, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you'd have both been right there as well. Oh
my
God,
God.
awful.
Lemon juice, by the way.
Computer, you had to do that, didn't you? But that's the way it goes. Guys, I'm so sorry, but it's no pennies for you this evening. But I hope you've had a good time, and I hope we leave with some new friends. And
it's been very fun, thank you.
Thank you. It's been
good
great
stuff.
Fun. Good game.
Well, we'll see you next time. Bad luck tonight, but thank you very much for playing.
Cheers, bye.
Take care.
Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Zeus and Apodo could have had 506 each with any of the other questions, but computer, RNG is doing the bad, and that's how it goes. But hey, we got some pennies in the lobby. Natter and Silent Marine picking up 87, David 66, Colo 42, Jack 34, and so on. So I hope you've all enjoyed playing. Thank you very much to Samson, who feels bad, but you mustn't feel bad. It was a lovely pack, and thank you as well to Quizzle and Lewis for the assistance and the proofing as well. That's the way the game goes. Sometimes it is Moneybox. We have bad endings and good endings. I do want to wait and see until we get a good ending again. We need to get some more good endings in Moneybox. Sure, they are on the horizon. Anyway, that is going to be it from me for this evening. Rate message is probably going to be Taxi Driver if we're going to raid. Let's raid... JB Henry's streaming. He's streaming Dr. Mario. JB Henry, friend of the community. Let's go give him a raid and say, Taxi Driver! Very loud. Hashtag Taxi Driver is going to be the raid message. Hashtag Taxi Driver. What's going on in the next week or so? Topper's back tomorrow with Elimination and Rebound. So he'll be here at 8 PM after his week off. Do go give him a follow. Elimination and Rebound, 8 PM over on Topper's channel. Bash, I think, is back for a full gamut of streams next week. He's got the Breakaway final on Wednesday, followed by All Clued Up. And then Outright is back on Friday, the 1st of July. I love a bit of Outright. I haven't seen it for so long, so that'd be great to... go and spread some love on there. Breakaway final on Wednesday and Outright on Friday. That's with Bash 80, twitch.tv/80_Bash at 8 PM. As for me, I'm going to be here on Tuesday with some Wordle, some Escape Artists, some more Face Off, and The Hive by Bitter Otter. Need to find out where that pack is. I don't think it's come in yet. So looking forward to that on Tuesday. Thursday, if you fancy Thursday, we've got something at the beginning. Not sure what yet. Might be a set game. And a message from our sponsor, Zeus.
Thanks for the fun stream, Ben. RNG might be mean, but you're still a dumpling hole love hotel.
Oh, thank you very much, Zeus. And thank you for the 100 bits as well. Commiserations, but I hope you had a good time all the same. I'm very grateful to you for the 100 bits. So not quite sure what we're starting with on Thursday, and there's no face-off. But then it is Danger Zone, as written by Mrs. Flush. Need to chase her for that pack. And if you're just here at the weekend, next Saturday, we have got Plinko the Quiz by Natter, Cryptex by Apodo, who has just left the arena here, and then is there face off? Did I say there was face off? I can't remember. But then there's Spotlight as well, whether there's face off or not. So no, so we've got face off on Tuesday, and then nothing until the following Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, and then the following Tuesday face off. So we're getting a couple of streams off face off on the Thursday and the Saturday, Cryptex and Spotlight next Saturday, with more Plinko, I think. So Plinko 2 Saturdays in a row, which is always very nice. I do hope you'll come and join me for those As ever, do come and join the Discord if you want to come and hang out with us. Keep an eye out this week as well for Daily Cryptex, which is a new thing that's coming along with the Daily Only Connect. So keep your eyes on the Discord for announcements of that. Little Daily Cryptex puzzles are going to be coming soon. I need to iron out the final kinks and make a few more tweaks. That should hopefully be ready to go tomorrow or Monday, so keep your eyes open for that. We're going to go raid JB Henry XIV, and we're going to say Taxi Driver. It has been most fun. Say, despite nearly crashing my car on the way home because I was very tired, I'm feeling a lot more sprightly now. So thank you all for your company. It's been great to have you all here. I hope you've had a good time. You have been watching Game Night. Thank you once again to all of our question writers, to everybody for taking part, and until next time, be absolutely splendid and wonderful and marvellous. Oh, has he just ended? Oh, okay, fine. Shall we raid Messi then? Messi Code is doing software stuff. We'll raid, same raid message, Taxi Driver, and we'll raid the Messi Coder, doing game dev stuff. He's a good chap. Well, let's go and say hi to him. Until next time, be splendid and marvellous and wonderful and safe out there. I've been Royal Flush. You've been watching Game Night. Until next time, take care. Peace out. And good night.